I will do that. I will finish that. I'm just unable to do so tonight. Overall, a pretty good package, even if I was not able to go through all of the games. Damn, 4 looks kind of fun. Aw, so does 5. Because 5 has those wonky graphics. 5 changes the art style from 3 and 4. But I guess you could say it's a little bit more detailed. Whoa, game shared. The game will be shared over a game chat. Up to 4 people can play using one game. How does this even work? Oh, this requires a... Yeah, it's too much extra shit. If we took like an hour to set all that up, it probably would work. Well, guys... Where's this fucking crash that I missed? Clearly the video's edited by now Momology. Come on. Okay, this is good enough. 1 minute ago. Let's see what was so dang toxic that Tevin had to rename the restream. Yeah, that'll be enough for Bomberman. I will definitely continue it. It is a shame that I could not fulfill the self-imposed challenge, but I will continue the games at a later date. Once I am rested, well rested. I am Bomber-manned out. We are experiencing Bomber burnout. For the remaining part of the stream, I will catch up with what happened today, and then we'll chill. I'll read out all the positivity and all the messages that were sent in. You can still submit a swollen double __ missive, and I will read it on the stream. Wow. Because, I don't know, if you want to share your thoughts, you don't have to. Did I win? No. No, I wage quit. Alright, DSP crashes out and yells at viewers over low support. This could have been like from 5 years ago, but okay, I'll humor you. Let's lower Toad's turnpike a little bit. Wait, come on! I need to hear what's going on. Thank you.
Here we go. Okay, folks, so let's take a brief break. I'm just gonna run downstairs and make a coffee quickly, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna continue on. Now,
whoa! Scared the shit out of me. What? How many? 1,444 bits! My suffering was not all for naught! Yes! We have successfully gaslit Cypher 710 into helping us hit the bit sheer goal! No, but for real, thank you, Cypher 710. They say, welcome home. Welcome. Home. Welcome home.
We have had no support whatsoever since I started playing Dragon Quest VII. Nothing.
Nothing.
Every piece of support has come in since before I started playing.
This is hilarious. This is hilarious to me personally because on this very stream 22 hours ago, just about, I was watching a daily rap in which he complained that no support came in before before he started playing the game. And then the support came in while he was playing the game. So it's a complete opposite of what happened yesterday with Hollow Knight.
Can we get some support for Dragon Quest VII again? If you
we
like
had no support before I turned on Hollow Knight.
You want to relax with me during these afternoons when I play this game?
You want to relax? You want to relax?
I can't have an afternoon where I make $20. So anything
you want to chill out with Bomberman, right?
A tip, something on Kick. We have zero support on Kick today. Zero. And already I can say yesterday was an awful support day on Kick. Anything appreciated. Kicks are a sub.
Anything.
All right. So I'll be right back with a coffee. We'll play for another hour, then I'll probably go on my real break, and then we'll probably play for another hour.
His real break
okay?
as opposed to his fake break?
I'm just gonna let the music play out because it's nice. There's no point, because it's only gonna be like a minute or two. So I'll be right back, okay?
It's good music. This is like the nicest thing he said so far about the game.
So, I'm gonna play, like I said, my wife will probably be home in about an hour, and then I'll go on the real break with her, and then after that, probably another hour. We'll see what happens, but you know me. I'm honest. I'm
honest. You know me. I'm disappointed. I told you. I told you to support the playthrough.
Everyone just sits here, complains, and asks for Neo 3, which isn't going to work because we already fucking played the first two, and they didn't work.
Okay, but it was like years ago with a different audience. The Kick audience wants to see Neo.
There's not. The stuff that's coming out is more small time, nothing major.
Shit on Mario.
Nothing huge AAA that's really
shit on Mario.
It or working.
Oh, it has to be a huge exposed. DSP enabling bad business practices, even though he shits on you for enabling bad business practices like pre-ordering and special editions and deluxe editions and all that shit. DSP enabling bad business practices. He's saying he only wants to play AAA games because those are the ones that bring in the money. He's enabling bad business practices when he could be supporting a lesser-known AA game like Dragon Quest or an indie game.
Nothing major focus, nothing huge major. AAA that's really hitting it or working.
A major focus,
Neo 3 comes
AAA
out,
focus.
It's a AAA game. Oh, play Neo 3. No, it's a waste of time.
That was a waste of time.
Buy, play it twice, have to drop it. This, at least, people ask me to give it a shot. I am. It looks like it's not going to work. Can we be honest?
This is kind of like, it's disingenuous though, because like we already know what him playing a Dragon Quest game is like from him playing Dragon Quest 11. Oh, people ask me to give it a shot and try it out. Okay, yeah, we already have an experience of you playing Dragon Quest with Dragon Quest 11, so we know what it's like. It's not new. So if you're gonna like call out Neo 3 by referencing you playing Neo 1, masturbating to the Neo demo, and also rage quitting Neo 2, I can point out, if we're gonna like reference ancient playthroughs like that, well, I'm gonna reference when you played Dragon Quest 11 and it also didn't work. So why are you playing Dragon Quest 7 acting like this is a new thing that people wanted to see and they were so desperate to see you play this, they didn't know if it was gonna work on the stream? It's a JRPG. Like, are you telling me not to see with my eyes, bud?
I don't think it's gonna work. Here we are, an hour into the game. I received nothing for the game at all.
Zero
so
contributions.
We have another 2 hours basically.
Even if you got something, it has to be for the game.
Dragon Quest 7. I'm gonna keep playing it and hopefully enjoying it, but this might be the final stream of it, and it sucks if it is. You know, it does suck if it is. You know, I don't. There's nothing I can do, and at this point,
nothing.
You know, to be
nothing
honest,
he can do.
I don't know if I'm gonna try RPGs anymore. I might just be like, well, RPGs just don't really work.
I thought we came to this determination already. Humongous major one.
7 that I tried 2 years
Remember
ago.
Remember Claire Obscure? You liked it.
It might just be that,
the audience
sadly,
didn't like
the audience for RPGs isn't my audience anymore.
They're my audience.
Sad to think.
They're my audience.
RPGs, man, but
my audience stays around for 200 hours of Xenoblade X with a smile on their face, Phil.
I can't make people show up for them. I certainly can't make people watch them, and I can't make people support them. Can't. None I can really.
It's definitely not. It doesn't have anything to do with Tard and Lard giggling to the side while I played Xenoblade or anything.
Really do about it, right? Sucks, right?
What is he waiting for? What is he? Why are you still here?
Here we go.
Go on your break.
Alrighty, everybody.
Okay, yeah, it's a jump cut.
I like the game, but I think that it's not the most fun game to watch, and most RPGs suffer from this problem. Listen, Dragon Quest 11, I played and was able to play the entirety of the game.
Because you were a different.
Had a great time with the audience.
You were a different content creator then. It still was not a game that made money. You were able to play it to completion because you're the author of your own fate and chose for yourself to play it to completion, even though you knew at the time that it did not get as much viewership or money as some of the other games you were playing at the time. You played it to completion because you chose to play it to completion. The audience didn't allow you to play it to completion. You chose to complete it.
Everyone chilled and relaxed and enjoy. I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't get it because it's completely inconsistent. You could say, oh, well, RPGs just don't work. Well, sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. Sometimes
keeping
they don't.
Bomberman's Legacy alive, true.
It's always inconsistent. I can never plan around it. I never know.
It's depressing, Tevin. The new collection, you know, that got like a big hoopla. That was like everyone's like, oh, hooping. That's like the one thing from the Nintendo Direct that people were like, oh yeah, that's actually pretty cool. That doesn't suck. And then the collection comes out. It doesn't even have a Twitch category. Guy brought it up in DSP's chat. He didn't care. Typical.
If I can play one or not.
Grumbles.
I always question it. I told you guys I questioned if I was going to be able to play this, and now here we are. And it's dead already. Right? It's freaking dead. It sucks. I don't want it to be dead. I want to have fun. I want to chill with you guys, but no one will even talk about the game. No one will even talk to me in a normal conversation. It's just bitching.
Well, what's there to talk about?
Dab Hands, I know. He says, I love JRPGs on this channel. If you ever get back to Metaphor, Suikoden 2, or even Lost Odyssey, I'd be here with bells on. Yeah, and I appreciate you being here for RPGs. But, so Dab Hands, you're here, you like the game. Gordon Cole is here, says he likes the game. Right?
Where's the but?
But you guys can agree, you see what I'm saying, that the majority of people in chat are complaining. It's not me making that up. And that we have 22 bucks of support, out of which $1 arrived during the game.
It's kick larpers.
Right? So I'm not making this up. I'm not, you know.
Okay, but you are making up the pretense that these people complaining have your best interests in heart. He's rage quitting.
Where the fuck is the Shoreside Shrine? Thank you to Captain DCW who did a $5 super chat and says, this isn't much, but here you go. Hope you can continue playing. Thank you, Captain.
It really seems like a classic Phil Pon's responsibility of the playthrough onto the audience for wanting it and then blaming them for not being interested in it. Just so people can't say that he wage quit the game. No, he audience quit the game. If it was up to Phil, it wouldn't be Phil wage quit or Phil board quit. It would be Phil's audience quit. They crowd quit. It was a crowd quit. That's it. New term, crowd quit. Phil doesn't want it to be a wage quit. He wants it to be a crowd quit. He wanted to play more, but the audience just wasn't into it. It was a certified, unionized, signed on the dotted line crowd quit. I want this to be the new terminology going forward. I want everyone to spread it far and wide to all the circles and spheres. Say crowd quit. It's a crowd quit. We're gonna get a dented LARPer next week. He's gonna spam crowd quit, and then he'll go like, yes, it's right. It wasn't a wage quit. It was a crowd quit. My audience just wasn't interested in it. He'd rather than be crowd fun. Thank you, DJ Filthy Rich. 0-48 months on a 48-month streak. Thank you.
I appreciate that, man. No, here's the truth. Here's what I'm thinking, right?
Crowd quit. Crowd quit. Crowd quit.
Games? Yes, there is. There is, because if there was no audience, I wouldn't have been able to play Clair Obscure. I wouldn't have ever been able to play the
barely finished it.
Game.
You didn't do the DLC.
I wouldn't have been able to play Suikoden 1 last year.
You're not going to play the new Yakuza.
The original Dragon Quest 11. But here's what I think.
You didn't play the original Dragon Quest 7.
The audience for these games come and go. And if
there have been like 10 Dragon Quest spin-offs since Dragon Quest 11 that he completely ignored.
If there's not,
some of which are canon.
And there aren't always high priority.
What is a crowd quit? That's my new lingo. That's my new lingo. Crowd quit is what he would want you to refer to a board quit as. You know, when Phil always says, I like the game, but the audience didn't like it. I am now hereby dubbing that as a crowd quit. He would rather refer to things as a crowd quit rather than trolls calling it a wage quit, rage quit, or board quit. Why do I say this? Allow me to explain. Because the implications and connotations associated with board quit, wage quit, and rage quit suggest that Phil is the one at fault. Crowd quit would suggest that the audience is at fault, which is what Phil prefers, because Phil wants you to Phil would have you believe the audience is responsible for making the games, choosing the games that he plays when he is the author of his own fate.
High profile.
Yes, blame it on the
RPGs
viewer,
like this,
basically.
right?
It's my stupid autistic roundabout way of blaming it on the viewer, which is a thing that people already point out that he does. But it's my funny poor man show version of calling it out. So I need everyone to spread this far and wide.
Aren't. Sometimes there are, sometimes there aren't. There's a lot of RPGs, but they're not always like the big ones, okay? And I think what's happened is, over the years, I've cultivated more of an audience.
He's cultivating. He's a gardener.
Either you guys just want to see a weird game, a unique game, or hang out with me, rather than just a game that fits a formula. And this game 100% is fitting the classic JRPG formula.
I only play games in the Dingus formula.
Audience of people who like this genre. And let's also be honest, I get troll support. Absolutely, I do, right?
Okay.
And the trolls are not going to support this playthrough.
You count it.
The trolls will support playthrough where they feel like they're going to get clips. They're going to get some kind of a reaction out of me, emotion.
But what is this? What is this? I like the irony here.
I do, right? And the trolls are not going to support this playthrough. The trolls will support playthrough where they feel like they're going to get clips.
By this logic, this fucking shit should be at 300 already. What are you we're crashing out right now, your sire. My liege, you're crashing out as we speak.
They're gonna get some kind of a reaction out of me, emotion. This is more of a chill game. You're not gonna get Phil Rages playing Dragon Quest VII. So you're never gonna get any troll support either. So it's a factor of, there just isn't a wide range of JRPG fans who are gonna come by every one of these streams to support them. And I'm never gonna get that element of the support that I get from those who like to see me get worked up.
Did he really act like no one was gonna clip this?
Because I love this, and again, I still remember very much the Dragon Quest XI playthrough. One of my favorite I've ever done in my entire history as a YouTuber. It was lengthy, but we had regulars who came by every stream who supported them. We talked, we hung out, we treated it like a chill hangout stream atmosphere.
Let me look this up. Dragon Quest XI release date. September 27, 2019. Oh wait, he played the PS4 version. Okay, well it was in Japan in 2018. He played it on... Wait, no, yeah. He played it in 2018. Brother, this is pre-COVID. This is like a year after Catherine. You were essentially a different person. This was... It's 2026. How old is that this year? 9 years? 9-year-old playthrough this year? Wait, 2018, right? I can't math right. 8-year-old playthrough. 8-year-old playthrough this year. You were a different person. You still had jowls, snort sacks. You still had a little bit more hair. But I have noted this time and time again during the Almighty Tevin never-ending style stream, in which he would play This Is How You Don't Plays from a particular era of Phil. We're talking post-second return to Twitch. So like this weird kind of, I used to call it the HD but no face cam era. So we're talking HD gameplay, direct capture with the DSP Gaming logo in the bottom right. This is like that 2015, 2018 sweet spot. This is an era of Phil that is not really talked about all that much from what I see. Like you either have old Phil filming his TV, then you have direct capture with his face in a tiny corner Phil playing Dark Souls. You have that Phil. And then he takes the face cam away for a few years. Then you have HD gameplay, KO Gaming era, DSP Gaming logo in the corner, but no face cam at all, Phil. This is like Twitch Phil up until, we'll say, when I really started tuning in on the daily. We'll say that particular era died right around COVID popping up, I'd say. So I'd refer to it as 2015 to 2019. You see this different side of Phil. This is Phil in like the waning days of Panda Lee. Then we have Bachelor side Phil for a couple months. Then we have Phil and Kat together, but she's not a bloated fucking hog yet. And her toxins have not yet infected his mind psyche. So he's still kind of got the Bachelor mindset to him. He's not toxified yet. So we still have 2017 Phil playing Crash Bandicoot, talking about how he wants to fuck Tana Bandicoot, Crash Bandicoot's girlfriend, and talks about appreciating the female form with titties, 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 boobies, 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 boobies. That's 2017. That's a 2017 playthrough. Dragon Quest was a 2018 playthrough. He's referencing a playthrough from 2018, around the time when he still talked and made jokes about women's breasts. This is not the same man. He has evolved, for better or worse. It was a completely different atmosphere. It was before COVID. Things were just different. And you were on a different platform. And the LARPing was not as obnoxious as it was now. It was pre-Kick. It was pre-Kino Casino. It was pre-Asmon, pre-King Arc, pre-Side-Scrollers, pre-Keemstar, pre all of this shit that has resulted in so many more people paying attention to you. Perhaps more people than the time he got caught with the camera still on.
Instead of it just being about, treated it like a by every stream who supported them. We talked, we hung out, we treated it like a chill hangout stream atmosphere instead of it just being about the game. It totally worked. There were streams that were slow, don't get me wrong, but there were definitely awesome, amazing streams too. That's why I played it in its entirety and had such.
I still I question the paraphrased memories here, because you can ask him about a game that he played later than this, and he'll have no idea what the hell you're talking about. A game that has a archived playthrough that he did that you can go watch.
A great time with that playthrough, and I think it still stands out as one of the best RPGs I've ever played.
Ask him about Paper Mario: The Origami King, which was 2 years after Dragon Quest. See what he tells you.
When it comes to an interactive audience and chill vibes. And
stuff but he sure remembers the Dragon Quest.
But I don't think that's prominent anymore. You know what I mean? It seems like people are looking for other stuff, especially because that's not often that you see games like that. Like, I think Clair Obscur would have been the one from last year, but now here we are, and this is an older game being remade, and people don't get hyped for it. I can't make people show up. I just can't. You know, I don't know what else I can say.
I can't make people show up.
On YouTube seems good.
We can't make you pick better games.
Everyone's complaining. Does that make sense? No. So how do you even know? How do I even know that half of these viewers aren't view bots right now? You know?
Oh, you tell us you don't get
view botted. There's not a single person on Kick today who said they like this game. Everyone is just sitting there complaining and saying to play other stuff. And there's nothing much I can even do about that, right? I can't.
But it's so dented. I consider this to be dented logic, because at the same time, he'll actively acknowledge that the people in Kick are there to be active detriments of him and his content that he only entertains because they pay him 10 cents just for sitting there, and it all amounts to maybe $10 a month.
And for the record, these idiots in Kick Chat saying, why don't you fake tip yourself? Because I've never faked tip myself. You're just a bunch of fucking morons. If I faked tip myself, don't you think I would do it right now? I don't fake tip
because
myself,
you want to prove a
idiots.
point.
I never have. You just made it up.
No, because you want to prove a point. I don't think he fakes. I don't think he faked tips. I've gone on record. I do think it's funny that people will bring it up to make him mad, though.
I understand that. Productions of Man says people like to have streams like this in the background. I get that.
Listen, like mine.
I get it.
I'm like second monitor material. I understand.
Or just having it in the background and don't talk or whatever. That's fine too.
Astro says any playthrough pre-Cat, in my opinion, he shouldn't mention, because his own words were, "I used to drink so much back then. I don't remember a lot. I drink to get through a day or a playthrough." So fuck him when he says this shit. It's very it's two-faced. It's like he's got two tongues. It's like he's got two creatures inside of him. Hey Ryan Loic, congrats on the 4-year Dingiversary. Thank you, Ryan. We're catching up with a big-ass crash out earlier today in the waning hours of the 24-hour stream, because I crashed out in Bomberman and my hands hurt and I can't play anymore. Wow, I'm getting carpal tunnel. 2 hours ago till we hit 24 hours, but I just want to see what happened earlier today.
That's not really the issue. The issue is I need people to understand that I want to play this game, but you have to actually support it just like any other thing that I do.
You have to actually support the content.
Again,
get it?
here I am playing it because people told me to get it. Like, no lie. People were like, are you playing Dragon Quest 7? It'd be great to play Dragon Quest 7.
But they also told him, are you playing Neo 3? It would be great to play Neo 3. If I was still there, I would be bringing up Mario Tennis every fucking moment I could because I want to see him lose to Blooper World Order again.
Are you going to get to play? I'm like, well, I don't know if it's going to work. Because, you know, these RPGs aren't doing very well. And then people are like, no, come on, you got to try. I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. Why not? Let's do it. And now here
Did these people come from Kick? You're saying Kick people don't like the game. Did the people who recommend it come from Kick? Because if they did, and you say that they did come from Kick, doesn't that tell you exactly what you already knew? That they're recommending you to do things that make you look stupid at the end of the day? They recommend the game in Kick Chat. They know is gonna fail. You play the game because Kick Chat told you to, and then Kick Chat proceeds to tell you that it's boring. But you already knew this because you know that they're just there to razz you, and you only maintain a presence there to rack up pennies of ad revenue from them.
we are. You know?
Not ad revenue because Kick doesn't have that, but like pennies of you're sitting here in my chat revenue.
Kind of like I kind of knew what was going to happen. I don't know why I always fall for it. Oh, Dola says,
because you, in your heart of hearts,
I would tip $50.
in your heart of hearts, Phil, you wish you could be like a Dingus, an Ann, a Tevin, a GPM, an Alpha Elite, a UNFW1, a Cerulean 86, a Sleepy Zaw, a Kai Aster. You wish you could be like them, but you ain't them. You wish you could just put on any random new game that comes out and just play it and not really care if too many people show up or if there's attendance or engagement or support. You just put it on because it's a new game and you've been waiting for it and you want to see what's going to happen, and if anybody else stops by to partake in the experience, perhaps they are looking for recommendations or they have heard some things about the game and know that you're an expert on the franchise and would like your take, a summation on the product that released. Perhaps they can indulge in your potential enjoyment or unenjoyment of the product. You'll never know this feel, Phil. You'll never know the feel, Phil.
I don't know why I always fall for it. Oh,
He
Dola
fell
says,
for
if
it.
this were a Street Fighter 6 stream, I would tip $50. So you're going to be here tomorrow night for Street Fighter 6 when I'm playing with Dalsim? for the
Maybe he
first
doesn't have
time?
50 tomorrow. He has 50 today, but he doesn't have 50
Well,
tomorrow.
here's the other thing, too. All right, can we be honest here? So Dola just says, well, tomorrow night I can try, but I enjoy your Street Fighter 6 streams. So if you like Street Fighter 6, you like the content on
Why
the
are you
channel,
putting him on
you
blast,
just don't
though?
particularly like this stream, right? Then why don't you support anyway?
What?
Because if you can't be here tomorrow night, at least say, hey, here's
You lost your Shy Guy pin from Nintendo World? Ah! We got a pilgrimage! You got a pilgrimage and get you another one. No way! Whoa! Hey, guys. I get it. You're upset. You know, I advertised a 24-hour stream, but I'm such a stubborn asshole that 6 hours of the 24 hours was spent me bashing my head against the wall, forcing you to endure the same sound effects as I retried the same fruitless level over and over again. I know that might bother some of you. Perhaps that wasn't the long-awaited content you may have been expecting for a 4-year anniversary stream, but why don't you support anyway? Even if you don't give a fuck about Bomberman. What is he saying? Oh, give money to support games you don't give a fuck about. That sends the wrong message. If they support $50 towards Dragon Quest, that's at the end of the daily wrap, he's gonna use that as evidence that it was a successful stream. Do they have to put an asterisk next to it and say, asterisk, oh, there's $50 asterisk, but actually I don't give a fuck about Dragon Quest, and this is just because I like you as a person. Because if they don't do that, if they're not toxic and don't do that, then he's just gonna assume the $50 is for the game, and then mention at the end of the daily wrap that the night was successful, and he's a successful creator. It doesn't make any sense.
Says, well, tomorrow night I can try, but
You have to add a toxic asterisk in order to do what he's asking of you here.
enjoy your Street Fighter 6 streams. So if you like Street Fighter 6, you like the content on the channel, you just don't particularly like this stream, right?
Right.
Then why don't you support anyway?
Because
you
it
can't
sends
be
the
here
wrong
tomorrow
message.
night, at least say, hey, here's $50 just so you know. This is for Street Fighter 6 because I really like Street Fighter 6. Please keep it up.
So the same logic with Super
now is
Thanks.
people are coming by specifically whenever they can, but then if they don't like a game I'm playing, oh, well, I'll support later, but then you don't show up for Street Fighter 6.
Maybe they have something to do.
You know?
It's so it doesn't mean they commit to watching the literal next Street Fighter stream.
Just saying, like that
I'm
would
just
help
saying,
a ton
I'm calling you
if
out.
people would do that. But I don't get. I just don't get it. I don't. I really don't. Oh, now here come the trolls. All right, goodbye. Here we go.
Goodbye. Goodbye. And you're gone.
Just because I said something that makes fucking sense.
Oh, I can't
Now
speak
the
a
trolls
fucking
come out and start
fact.
insulting me.
I can't speak a fact
Look at
in my
this.
own stream? What a libertarian. It's my public stream, you
But that's
fucking
not
dingus.
true. And Titan
Don't
Ice
tread
Lab says, well,
on
that makes the
me.
game sound like it's successful. If right now, if you're on this stream and you're watching me play,
Wait,
it's like, man,
wait. I was right. And this music is so fucking Kino. I have never played this game, but I've heard this track before, and I don't know. I like tracks like this. It goes so well with the crash out. But someone in the chat, likely Kick Chat, brought up the same point that I just brought up, having not watched this segment because I was busy mauling at Bomberman. Organically, someone thought the same thing that I did. It would send the wrong message about support. Why would they think this? Because Phil always says, if you like the game and want to see more, support. So of course when he says support anyway, even if you don't like it, the natural response to that would be, okay, but that sends the message of it's supporting a game that I don't personally like.
But that's not true. And Titan Ice Lab says, well, that makes the game sound like it's successful. If right now, if you're on this stream and you're watching me play this, you're like, man, this game isn't really what I like. I wish Phil were playing Street Fighter right now. Then tell me that and support and be like, hey, so I love your channel, I love your content. This game's just not for me, but hey, this is for what I like. Like, for example...
Okay, he would respond and say variety, and, you don't control the stream, and don't you remember King Tut? I can't play what you want me to play all the time. This is variety, and this is what my channel needs to survive, and I'm very successful, and today is not about you. Today is about the people who are here to watch Dragon Quest VII. All 2 of them. He named like 2 people, so that's what I'm saying.
This is what I just said the other day when we were playing Hellmart. A lot of people seemed to want me to play Hellmart, so I did, but then the stream didn't do particularly well. And I was like, well then if you like Hellmart, support on another stream. Maybe you just couldn't make it to this stream. Support on another stream and say, hey, I like Hellmart. This is for Hellmart, right? Then I would know.
Right.
But if you don't do that, how on earth would I know what you guys really like or don't? That's a good point. I need to know that. I need to know what people want.
I need to know that.
Not that I just take a million.
Alright, Astro says, yes, that's people controlling the stream. Granted, we know, though, that's exactly what's been happening for the better part of the decade. But still, he's saying to do something he cries he doesn't want to happen. Exactly. Ding, 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 ding. He's telling people to send in tips, saying what they want and don't want to see, which is inadvertently exactly the same as what he keeps reminding us that King Tut used to do.
Million shots in the dark and people randomly support, and then I don't know what's working and what's not, right?
It might be
And
time
yes,
to
every
just
fucking
throw in
idiot
the
over
towel.
on Kick open their big fat fucking mouths to complain, right?
Do 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 da 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 do da 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 do da 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 do da 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 do la 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 da do da do do do. Phil's lesbian haircut real. No.
Yeah, I know. At least I agree with Titan Ice Slab there. On YouTube, at least I can talk with people and we can be like fair about it.
That's because you got it. You've had it under lock and key for over a decade.
Animals half the time. I'm serious about that too. Like
They might just be its kick.
on purpose. Like, oh, we can't actually talk about this. Immediately, everyone erupt with insults to Phil. Here we go.
La la la
Thank you,
la
Habib, for gifting a
la.
membership. That's
Oh
actually
my
our first
god,
membership of the
Habib.
entire
Is this
stream.
when he calls him Abdullah?
I appreciate that. Then I received a $5 anonymous tip. And they said, you can read this if you want or not. I'll read it. I skimmed through it. It seems fine. So I got a $5 anonymous
Thanks to
tip.
Scam Q redeem knock
And
the
they
new
said,
Dragon Quest.
sorry to see the stream is going slow today. I am enjoying Dragon Quest playthrough, although I'd like to see you play something that you genuinely enjoy and you're having fun playing. Chin up. Sorry.
Someone should just said that to me playing Bomberman.
Apologize and say, oh, it's not much. Dude, anything on any stream is appreciated.
Anything is appreciated.
Always.
Why would you enable him to say that?
No reason ever to be like, oh, I'm sorry, it's not
Of course he would say that.
That's not the point.
He'll take it all.
I'm not looking for someone to come in and drop hundreds of dollars. That's wild. I'd much rather have people come by and give a little, and it adds up because so many people are enjoying the content, you see? So no, you don't ever have to apologize, right? Okay? So, and I just leveled up. Now, I am enjoying myself. I like the game. What I'm not enjoying is that in general, the audience isn't enjoying the game. Like, it's one thing if I like a game, but if I see that my audience doesn't like it, that's disappointing to me. And that's what I'm seeing right here is that in general, the audience has been complaining all day about the game, saying, play anything else, this is boring, we don't like this. And that drives me nuts because, again, I grew up playing JRPGs.
Okay, we don't give a fuck.
In my blood as a gamer.
Oh, no, it's in my blood as a gamer. How is there still 20 minutes to this? There's still 20 minutes? And this is like the fucking detractor cut. How many different excuses we gonna use, man? Oh my god. I need the casino to go to. I can only do so much. I feel like I was cooking with the crowd quit moniker, but I can only do. I need the casino to go through this with a butter knife and a fine tooth comb.
It's something that I want to do, and I've told you, everyone always said, if you had full control over your content, like if you weren't reliant on this as a job, right?
You do.
What would you change about it?
RPGs
I would play more
all
chill
day.
RPGs. I love these fucking games, and I can't play them because
You didn't play Fire Emblem Engage
and support them. I just can't, and I don't know what I can do to change that. What could I possibly have done differently today to make this stream appeal to a wider audience? The problem is, because of the bullshit attached to me on the internet, okay? The bullshit that I can't help, and you know I've tried my best to change, I've tried my best to improve, to
You said you did change. Are you trying to change, or have you changed?
To improve the setup, to do everything I possibly can to be a better
You can improve the
creator,
setup, but
right?
you can't improve yourself as a person.
It doesn't matter. The stigma follows me.
Big ups Egg Gang 1738 gifting 1 tier 1 sub. Let's get
I've got muscle to spare.
sub. 1 sub. I'm porting at the screen. Let's get 1 sub. And it went to Chalky. Thank you, Egg Gang 1738.
No matter where I go and what I do, I can't shake it. So the people who want chill gameplay don't come to DSP Gaming. They come to DSP Gaming because they think there's going to be drama today, there's going to be trolling, there's going to be him raging at a game, and there's going to be this.
Rome wasn't built in a day. You can't rebrand yourself overnight. It might be too late for you.
Chill content. You see how frustrating that is for me?
They don't go to you for chill content because you're a flabby 43 going on 44-year-old this year, a man playing anime weeb games. If they legit, like, let's parse through this. If you're a person interested in this game, you're a normie, you don't know too much about Dragon Quest, where are you going to go to get an idea about what this game is? You're going to go to YouTube, type in Dragon Quest, and click the first Good Vibes Gaming video that pops up, because we know Arlo ain't doing videos on this shit. Or you're going to twitch.tv, typing in the game name in the category, and finding someone playing the demo, and it's some anime girl with the VTuber, and she's super cute and knows nothing about the game, and everyone's in the chat trying to handhold her. You have so many venues you can go for a chill, comfy, and cozy style experience. And Phil is like not even in the top 100 of places to go to for coverage of a game like this. Even for like if you want to watch a guy cover a game like this, you have people who make Dragon Quest their whole livelihood, or at least JRPG is their own livelihood. They have people. You have like lore keepers, the historians, the people who the gaming Brit types, you know, like the video essay dudes. They know all the history. They can play a game like this and give you factoids about development. They can give you trivia, little wiki warrior stuff that they have lodged in their head. Not stuff that was like Derek Googled 10 minutes before the stream started, but like actual stuff that is in the annals of their mind because they genuinely enjoy the game. It's like when I play any fucking game that I care about and I'm just waltzing through it and I just say, hey, did you know Jack and Daxter they lent their physics engine to Naughty Dog lent their physics engine to Insomniac to repurpose and use for Ratchet and Clank. That's why when you swim in Ratchet and Clank and you swim out to the sea, you get eaten by the big fish because it uses the same engine that Jak and Daxter used, getting eaten by the fish in that game, something or other. Yep, Sir Patchy, the on-demand Nintendo factoid. PD Piranha was supposed to appear in Mario Party DS on the Wiggler's Garden board, but he was removed and replaced with a generic Piranha plant at the last minute. You can still find files in the data for that game referencing his appearance as a boss fight.
And that's something that's not in my control. It's not at all. There's nothing I can do about it.
Anyway, no one goes to Phil for anime.
All I can do is try to appeal to that audience and say, listen, if you guys do show up, I'll make the content that you like and you want. But... You know, Pepe says, you make $100,000 a year playing games. You're a fun. I make money playing games people support.
True. Sure.
That's how I'm able to make a living. Because I play the games that people will actually support.
And this is one of them, so you're wasting your time.
That's how you make a successful business. You don't run a restaurant selling
How does this
food
debunk what he said?
For, right? Same thing as a streamer. You have to stream the content people will
what
pay for.
What is contradicting what he said there?
You're telling me that I can't play this game.
Yeah. Sorry. Haha. Bye-bye.
I don't know what else to do. Right?
Okay. But this is the issue. It's like it's his win condition, right? He's still the author of his own fate. The audience doesn't control it. He is the author of his own fate and can decide what he plays. He set his win condition as I am successful. My business is successful. I can't even say it. I'm turning into him. I can't even say it. He set the win condition of my business is successful when the games that the audience likes and supports are the ones that get played, rather than I just play whatever the fuck I want, and somehow the money rolls in anyway. You know, like everybody else that streams.
See, well, that's the problem. Lalafell says, well, maybe you should just enjoy the game and forget about, income.
Thank you, Nurgle.
I'm not at that discretion
Phyllis
right
E-Girl
now.
maxing.
Maybe if I were bigger, if I had thousands of viewers a stream, if I was making big bank on everything else that I was doing, then I could do that. But I don't. I'm a small-time dude. I mean, look, I have 200 viewers on YouTube, 100
Victim
on
segment.
Tik, if that. That's not me. I'm not giant immune to stuff. I don't make FU money. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I really am a
I feel like he's acted like that he does pretty recently.
I'm happy and grateful
I
that
still
I make
get
what I
paid
make, but that means
for
I
you
have
guys
to make
sitting in the
intelligent
kitchen.
decisions about what I stream, or else I can't keep
Schrodinger's
this going.
fucking brokey.
It won't work, and I don't want that. I'd much rather be able to do what I love.
So
even
yeah,
if it
you're
means I
telling
can't
us
play
in that
every game
sentence
that I
you're not
love.
successful.
In general, I'd like to
When
at
you
least
want
be
to
able
be a
do what I love for a
victim,
living.
you are not successful.
Okay, folks. So yes, it is time for a break.
When you want to be successful, you want to you do run a successful business.
See how we can do here. All right, at the end of the stream. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not feeling too positive about it. It sucks. All I want to do is play this game and chill an audience.
I can't imagine how
get
Tevin
enough of
reacted
an
to
audience
this.
to do it. The people who come here are looking for a certain kind of gameplay, and if they don't get the gameplay they want, they either troll the chat or they say, "Oh, I'm bored," and they leave, and they refuse to support games that I like this one. Not saying every game is that case. I'm saying this particular genre just doesn't do well, and that's what I thought was going to happen. Like weeks ago, when everyone was asking me as I was finishing Clair Obscure, "Hey Phil, do you think you'll play Dragon Quest VII? That would be cool." And I was like, "I don't know if I can. I don't see how I can." And then I said, "Well, I'll just give it a try. I'll take the benefit of the doubt." And
not the first time it's happened though.
All right. Let's go on a break for about 10 minutes. When I come back...
Again, he likes the series, so he was going to play it no matter what. But that's him laying it on the audience for bringing it up in the first place. They only brought it up because they knew it was going to do poorly in support to begin with. And they knew he would go for it because they know he's a fan of the franchise. And he allowed himself to fall for it because he knew that it would allow him to then segue it into a victim segment about how he's not allowed to play what he wants to play.
We'll chill for a little bit, and then we'll start again, and we will play for at least another hour. We'll see how it goes, okay? Again, if you like this content, if you like JRPGs, now would be the time to support one so I can keep it in the rotation, all right? In the meantime, enjoy some highlight clips. I actually have to mute my speakers while I do this.
He's muting.
There we go. Hopefully,
what are you hiding,
there's
Phil?
audio this time. Let's test. Nope, let's see. What the hell? Now, you see what I did? I tried to unmute. Yeah, you know what? YouTube has completely changed their system. That's why the video is muted. This didn't even used to look like this. They must have redesigned the video player and auto-muted all my videos.
Why would Phil do this? I mean, why would YouTube do this to Phil?
Yeah. That's exactly what happened. They redesigned the audio player, and when they did that, or the video player, and when they did that, it muted all the videos. That's why yesterday when I did a break, there was no audio. YouTube and all their wisdom, huh? All right, guys, so look at this. Fucking go away so I can adjust the volume. God, it's made by idiots, this fucking website. Enjoy the clips. I'll be back in a bit, and we'll reconvene and figure out how stuff goes. All right? I'll be right back. Yeah, it looks like the whole chat was this idiot while I was gone.
Yeah, YouTube has a thing where it remembers if you muted and keeps it muted for the next video. So it's Phil's fault yet again. Felt it. I figured that's what it was. I knew that was a feature.
Yeah, he's a fucking moron. And people are, why does Phil ban so many accounts? Gee, I wonder why. You take a look? Did you take a look at the chat?
He said you don't moderate as much, though.
The deranged.
He doesn't moderate.
The deranged
he told
people,
us.
That's why. The walk was good. I had a good walk, actually. Okay. All right, well, we're going to continue for about another hour till around 4 p.m. Let's see how it goes. If people are here and chill and engage and support, I may keep this in the rotation. Right now, it's not looking good. You know, with
it's
the
not
fact
looking
that
good,
ever since I started playing the game, we made about $25. I actually made half of what I made already just from the early show. And so much constant complaining. I just don't get it. What I don't get is why people ask me to play this.
He doesn't get it.
Like, I knew. I told you up front.
So you knew. He knew. He knew. He said he knew.
I said, I don't think this is going to work. If people don't show up for RPGs, why would people show up for Dragon Quest 7 as much as I want to play it? Yeah, people persisted. They said, no, you should play it. You should try new things, and this looks good. You know. Okay. All right, guys. Let's continue. Hopefully, we will get some support for our JRPGs.
Oh my god, there's still 14 minutes of crashing out?
In this last hour.
What happened?
I don't know what's going to happen with this playthrough. Let's
Please
be honest.
tell
I think
me.
you all realize I can't have a game in the rotation that's
Talk to me,
pathetically
Phil.
slow every time I play it, and we have
Talk to
everyone
me.
complaining. Okay. No, Rose Diamonds. See, here's the thing, and this is what people aren't listening to, and it's not you. I'm not complaining to you. I don't want to play Neo 3. I have explained probably 27 times since people asked me to play the Neo 3 demo. I have no interest in playing Neo 3.
Okay, but the audience wants to see it. It's not about what you want.
And people hated it. And
isn't it weird how, like, he goes... again, it's Mr. Two-Face double talker here. He goes from telling us, it's not about what I want, it's about what you guys want, and then just flat out tells us he doesn't want to play Neo 3 and doesn't care about Mario Tennis.
I don't want to play any more Soulsborne Souls-likes. I'd rather just play the real thing. So right now, if you were to say play Neo 3,
but what if the real thing sucks ass?
Let's play Dark Souls 1 or 2 with mods on my PC to make it a new game, because then at least I'm playing the original and best
mods
version.
That only affect the game visually because he's Mr. Graphics.
I'm not interested in. You know what I mean? I'd rather do that. I just don't want to play
I'd rather
Neo
just play
3.
the same game
if
again.
I force myself to play it, I'll hate the playthrough. I'll rage at it and suck at it, and the only people who will benefit are my trolls who will say, yay, we got our rage bait clip. That's it. So that's why I don't want to
this
play
isn't
Neo
rage
3.
bait?
I have no desire to play
I don't know, it's a joy bait.
It has nothing to do with, I don't know if people will support
I derive much enjoyment from this.
The game.
I just don't care.
I'm not going to force myself to play something I know I'm going to hate. So I hope that makes sense, right?
He hopes that we get it.
No, not Thin Ice. In fact, you're going to catch a ban for even saying that.
What?
Because there's
What
no Thin
for?
Ice. She asked an honest question and was trying to be supportive, and I'm answering honestly. That's not Thin Ice, you stupid idiot.
Let's not pretend that's a real woman.
Well,
Come on.
Kazik says, do you think RPGs would do better on a late stream? Audiences
That's
older and working during the day, case for me at least. I have tried this kind of RPG on day and night streams, and I'm sad to say it just doesn't really matter when I play it. You know, the thing is, here's the thing. If I'm on a day stream, right? Typically, I'm either going to be doing a podcast or I'm going to be doing a DSP morning show before. So there's even additional support that comes in for that I count towards the game, and it still doesn't work. You see? Like, on today's morning show, there was something like $20-30 of support. before I started playing this game, and I'm counting that towards the stream, and we're still at $50. So I don't think anything's really going to help these games at this point, besides people
He's basically asking, how can we spin the narrative to make the game look like
it's happening at this point.
Decently, like it's decently successful.
Typical average gamer,
I'm sorry,
that's
but you
impossible.
can't.
He says, what about using Patreon to do playthroughs of games like this, where people can actually specifically pay to have a private playthrough of it? The troll said,
no, because then King Tut.
The day I opened my Patreon 11 years ago, the trolls outright said, if you ever try to paywall content on Patreon, we'll immediately become a member. So one person would pay like $5. And
yeah, we all collectively agreed on this 11 years ago. Back when I was like a zygote, when I was just a little sperm, I like concocted a deal with Astro. I said, like, Astro, you know, I don't even have money yet. But I hear you invested into Bitcoin early on, 11 years ago. So you're rolling in dough. Could you sub to Phil's Patreon? Just you, nobody else. Literally, everyone in the troll collective, from Duty to Meerkat, agreed that you are the one who has to do this, and you can just charge back it later. I mean, like, Patreon doesn't care, and we'll just take the videos and upload them to YouTube, and we'll call it like the Snortchive. The Lost Bernelio Snortchives, and it'll just be all the Patreon playthroughs, all one of them, because he will only do one of them, and then he'll rage quit the idea.
We'll just go in and we'll rip all your content and put it all over the internet illegally because we don't care. We'll break the law. So I can't do private content. It's not possible. Even here, like members only content, they'll just pay for everyone to have a fake membership that's worth less than a penny, and then you'll have 1,000 people who have access to the content and I make no money on it. So I can't do, sadly, the things that other people do because the way that people behave towards me. It sucks, but there's nothing I can do about it. Could Dragon Quest be a stream that doesn't get support if views are there steady as 200 for a stream? Here's how it works.
Wow. He really did not want to play the game or talk about the game. I know it's a jump cut. It's just a detractor troll cut without the context. He seemed so ready to humor anybody's disingenuous ideas as an excuse to pause the game and not have to play the game, because he knows at the time of him talking to this person that this will not be a completed playthrough. Thank you, Infamous KSD. 5-bit cheer. Ah, yes, like Little Troll Slayer putting all the private vids on YouTube. Oh, but wait a minute. I thought Slayer has the rights to those videos because Slayer paid for them, $50 for the video. So Slayer has the rights to those videos and can do whatever that he wants with those videos as he pleases.
I was a streamer.
So if Astro is a Patreon member and supports the playthrough, if anything, does like a Slayer tier contribution to get the playthrough up and going, and he's the one financing the playthrough, does Astro then not have the rights to do with whatever he wants and wishes with the playthrough in question?
Who is bringing in thousands,
including re-uploading it?
Of viewers a stream, who is making all kinds of revenue behind the scenes on residuals, if I had brand partnerships, if I was making all of this extra income, you know, then I could easily play whatever I wanted and not give a crap about what comes in on any individual stream.
Like whatever I want, I'm doing just fine.
I'm a small-time streamer. I don't know how people don't get that. When you look at the views that I get on these streams, I get, what, 200 viewers on YouTube, 100 on Kick, so I'm a 300-viewer streamer. Do I make good money? I do. But that's because I choose the things that will make money. And I move and pivot depending on what does and what doesn't. If my other streams that I was doing right now were doing overwhelmingly well, like if I was doing a Street Fighter 6 stream tonight and it made $500, then yeah, I could do a stream of Dragon Quest that makes $0. But that's not the situation I'm in.
Yes, Saru. How many times did we hear during the initial Asmon Bump arc that it's because of you guys being so successful that I'm able to play a variety of games, including JRPGs, or, well, I guess in Claire Obscure's case, WRPGs. I just want to, you say WRPGs, you think of like Bethesda shit. I'm able to play RPGs like Claire Obscure. I'm able to diversify the gameplay variety that you get on DSP Gaming because of viewers like you.
You know, I'm not. I have to try to do things that are smart. And that's kind of the point I was making with Abdullah earlier. Abdullah's like, oh, if you were playing Street Fighter 6, I tip you $50. I'm like, yeah, but if you tip 50 now, then I could continue to play Street Fighter 6, and then I could play other games I like too. But they don't want to do that. So that's what I mean. Like, the way that I can do things that don't make money is if I'm doing things that are also making really good money. And right now, that's not the case. I do make good money, but that's because I'm choosing the right things and I'm moving between the things that work and don't. Okay? Maybe there will be a time.
How much to get him to just play the game?
Where I'll actually have enough of a solid viewer base, residuals from ad revenue,
residuals,
all kinds of support on good certain streams that I will be able to then say, hey, I can play Dragon Quest and I don't care what I make on the stream today. It doesn't matter. I'm just not at that level. You know, I'm not.
You know?
I mean, maybe eventually, but not now. And I think people look at guys, giant streamers, who they're in situations where they have 20, 30, 40, 50 times the viewership I do. They're making insane amounts of ad revenue on clips coming off of their content. They've got brand partnerships and shit. And they're like, well, I don't get it. They can play whatever they want. Right?
I don't get it, you guys.
Why can't Phil do that? Because that's not my reality. I'm a small-time dude. You know? I've never been...
Hey, Waffle. Thank you for stopping by. I was playing Bomberman for nearly 24 hours, and my hands hurt now, so I'm kind of chilling out with the audience. But thank you for swinging by. Yes, 4-year anniversary. I do appreciate it. We're kind of just vibing now as we wind down the clock. He doesn't even make it past single stream of consciousness. He loses track in between pauses, results in so many inconsistencies. He's already mentally priming himself to quit. What, Phil with Dragon Quest or me with Bomberman? No, I know you mean Phil. Yes. The reason why he was so willing to entertain, seemingly from me watching this and not watching the stream, remember, I was playing Bomberman. From me watching this clip, even though it's cut out of context, the amount of times...
What a nuisance.
The amount of jump cuts we have, the length of the video... The amount of times Phil has a one-on-one segment with someone proposing a, let's be honest, dishonest question to him in the chat to get him to say things that make him look stupid, make people call him out. The reason why he is willing to entertain so many people is because he knows at the time that he's saying this that he's not going to beat this game. So it's any excuse in the world to not have to play the game. Nice endurance nonetheless. Thank you. Thank you. I am exhausted though. I took like maybe 2 breaks, like a 10-minute break to exercise. By exercise, we mean like sloppy jumping jacks. And get some coffee, like a little pancake sausage on a stick. And like another 10-minute break to go, what did I eat? Oh, fish. I ate fish. It's actually still here in front of me. I gotta finish it. Yeah, but I feel like I'm gonna crash out after this. Not like the new Unk variation of Crash Out, like the old Unk variation of Crash Out, the old Unk version, the old Unk connotation in which Crash Out refers to crashing out on your bed, not crashing out in anger like this guy is doing right in the video. But more than likely, I'll probably stay awake. I want to see what the casino has to say about this. Did you ever play Digimon? Yes, he did. He did knock for the marathon, and I can tell you how much he cared about Digimon. In the title of his video of his coverage for the marathon, he called the game Digimon Story Mode Stranger. He forgot the time. He misspelled the game. The entire conversation he is having is brought on due to his paranoid behavior of only making $50. Yes. Ironically, you know, $50 used to be the minimum for him to consider the stream to be successful. This was all pre-Kino, though. Now, he's moved the goalposts so far as a result of the Kino bump and every fucking bump that has transpired since then, that he can no longer move it back, because then it becomes a troll L the audience can then point out. You're at 23 hours, so I hope you get some good rest when you do. I will eventually. I'll probably follow. You'll probably see me in a chat later tonight, and that'll probably be me falling asleep to whoever that ends up being. And then I'll wake up in the morning, decide if I want to stream Fire Emblem or not, and if I don't, probably stream... I really should do the Christmas cruise stuff, because I wanted to do that Saturday, but I don't know. I kind of don't like how it turned out, where I ended up doing the anniversary stream before finishing the vacation video stuff. I kind of had to split that into 2 parts this year. Not that it matters too much to you guys, the viewers. It matters more to me in my tism in organizing videos. I really ought to finish that. But I also promised the Muppet Man Arlo catch-up. Okay, how about this? Type 1 in the chat if you want Muppet Man Arlo catch-up finally. Or 2, if you want a much shorter stream that isn't archived in which you watch the cruise footage. Exactly. And catch up when Arlo is dead? Why is everyone voting 2? Oh my god, well I guess I do have to get it out the way. Alright, we'll see where my existence is at tomorrow. And well, if my existence holds true, we can do a silly little Christmas cruise vacation stream and finally get that out the way. And then I can finally ship out the shit that I gotta send to Ann and Tevin. Then I'm thinking, Wednesday... What is Wednesday? That'll be the only Kino restream of the week. I want to finish Kirby on the night stream. I got 3 achievements left. That'll be what we can do. Maybe a Fire Emblem stream in the morning if I'm feeling like it. Thursday, Mario Tennis all day. Friday, Mario Tennis all day with the Ostrava at European Speedrunning Assembly restream. It'll be like a 2-part stream. There'll be like 2 halves, a duality of streams. And then Saturday, more Mario Tennis. Then Sunday, whatever this Ann, Kai, and Zaw collab is gonna be, we're gonna dark pill Zaw about DSP. Speaking of people who are black pilled about DSP, Shouter gifting a tier 1 to fellow friend of the stream, Shroom Dukem. Thank you, Chowda. Thank you for the gift. All right, where were we?
They've got brand partnerships and shit, and they're like,
I said Shouda. Shouda.
well, I don't get it. They can play whatever they want, right? Why can't Phil do that? Because that's not my reality. I'm a small-time dude.
He's small.
You know, I've never been huge. Even when I was a huge YouTuber,
he's never been huge.
Like
he's
that.
small, you know,
and
short.
Like, I always had to kind of play the games that were working. I was kind of at the mercy of views on YouTube. Now I'm
he's at the mercy of views.
Work on a stream. That's, to be honest, it is kind of an unfair comparison because some people think, well, I don't get it. All these other guys do it. Why doesn't Darkside Phil? Because Darkside Phil isn't huge. And, you know, I'm not going to be, I don't think.
He's small.
Especially being the kind of creator I am. I'm not doing drama content. I'm not doing political content. I'm not doing the stuff that's bringing in the drama views. You know, so that's just my reality, at least for now. At least for now. Maybe that will change in the future. Things definitely are on the upward trend. Like, I'm not kidding. Right now, the last few years, things are getting better and better for me. They are. So I'm not complaining.
I have no doubt
anything.
it'll get a mention tonight, Dogsplain. I can't do
reality, and
I can't do the whole restream tonight.
To keep being successful is by making smart decisions, not by just saying.
Did he not do 2 sponsored streams?
So
I don't know if we would count the Sharks and Minnows thing as a sponsored stream. Did they pay him for it? Or do you mean Tainted Grail? I would count Tainted Grail because he admitted it. Sharks and Minnows was more like the dev was stalking his comments and got him to play it.
Just completely screw my business.
Okay, Tainted Grail then.
Business over by doing a 60-hour playthrough of Dragon Quest, which almost no one supports. It won't work. You know, I know. I've been there before. I've done it with games like Yakuza. I did it with shoot. What's the other one that I did a lengthy playthrough of and everyone complained? I'm trying to remember.
Fire Emblem.
I can't remember off the top of my head now. There's been 2 or 3 of these that I have actually done that, you know?
Fire Emblem.
I am not a big-time streamer, Agent Coop, by any means whatsoever. Absolutely.
He really
not.
loved Fire Emblem, by the way. I can't even fucking remember what happened.
The level of attention and support that I get because
I can't
I'm
even
in a
remember.
Position. I know that. Being around so long, being the subject of so many people's ire and attention, I get undue attention for the content I make.
But you want more due attention, but not undue attention.
I'm sorry that Dragon Quest hasn't been more popular. It's all good. It's certainly not your fault. You don't have to say sorry, but I will say thank you for your support. Well, I just got another $10 from You're Not Funny, who says, I will do my best to support JRPGs. Thank you, You're Not Funny. Let's get another animation for you.
This bit is not funny.
Thank you so much. Okay. Well, we got another 50 minutes left. Let's get as far as we can get in the game and then see what happens and go from there. Okay? And now Michael just did a $10 super chat, and he says, JRPGs, I hope you can continue the game, fun watching games you enjoy, and I hope that you finish Hellmart. We will be playing Hellmart again on
very disturbing
Wednesday night, I think.
Sound.
Well,
for
I
the
want to
alert.
give it another shot. Even though the stream didn't do amazing, it did all right, and I think we were actually all enjoying the game a ton. And by the way, the game is not long. That is actually something else that I should bring up, guys. The chances of me going forward with a game that isn't super heavily supported, if it's short, are obviously always going to be way increased over a game that's long. This game is 60 hours long. And I'm committing to say, oh, let's play it, even though it's not getting support, when it's 60 hours long versus a game that's 6. You see the difference?
Would you say this is a instance of oversharing, where this is obviously stuff that because he told us a few weeks ago about how he thinks and his mindset. Remember, it was like a bit where, oh, on my day off, I plan this with my wife, and we plan on where we're gonna go to eat. But if it's closed, then we can go here. Our options are this and that and that. But if that's closed, if we had just recently had Taco Bell, then there's always Chick-fil-A across the corner, and then so that's how he thinks. So clearly, this stuff is always on his mind. Do you think this is an instance of him oversharing something that, like, he knows that we already know, so he's just, like, being honest about it for a change?
A game that's long. This game is 60 hours long. And I'm committing to say, oh, let's play it, even though it's not getting support, when it's 60 hours long versus a game that's 6. You see the difference, right? So,
no.
Yeah. That's my concern with a game like this versus a Hellmart, where we're going to be done with it in like 2 more streams anyway, you know? Yes, I know. Now people are supporting in the tail end of the stream, and I really appreciate it, everybody. Thank you.
Crashed out.
Boomer Spooner, if I killed games for not making $150, we wouldn't be playing this again today. We wouldn't be playing Hellmart. We wouldn't have played any of the indie games that I've been playing. Should I continue? We wouldn't be playing most games. It's completely false. You're just an idiot. Sorry, you're so stupid. So listen to the Stalking Tiger. Stalking Tiger just did a $19 super chat and says the following. I hope you continue this game since you're refusing to play Neo 3 or Yakuza 3 Remake. I view you as my employee. If you play good games, you'll get more support. Stop playing boring indies.
It's like a sovereign citizen who thinks that they're the boss of the police.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes, you're totally my boss.
Those horrid, boring indies that no one likes and I get no support for, right?
I mean, what happened the last Indies night? I was told it failed.
I like this game and I want to keep playing it. I do. I really, really do want to keep playing it. I want to keep it in the schedule.
2 dudes running at each other? Isn't that just called jousting?
Oy, oy, oy. Guys, this is the final part of our stream. If you've been watching and enjoying, I hope that you liked the stream for engagement and helped out in that way. Now, last chance to support this stream. If you like it, please support it. If you haven't yet, let's go. Let's get rallying for classic JRPGs here on DSP Gaming, for goodness sakes.
Oh boy.
A call to action.
4 more minutes.
Call to action.
It's a whale call.
I hereby call all of you to action now. How dare you? Don't you hear me calling? Calling for action? Answer the call. The call to action.
What does this
on the
prove?
stream.
That there are no whale calls, but there are.
Don't you hear it? Can you hear the call?
Heed the call. This is just engagement bait. Desperate engagement bait.
To you.
No commentary to do with the game.
Answer the call. The call to action. Do you hear the action calling you? If not, perhaps you should adjust your audio device.
Oh my god.
Raise the volume on the audio listening device. Old Man Nax says, I want to support, but I'm afraid detractors will harass me. Well, then you can tip
Maybe they should.
anonymously. That's why I have tips open on PayPal.
No,
you
that's
can say
me.
whatever name you want. You could say you're a detractor and tip me.
Oh, then you'll start civil war.
you're an idiot.
Who's
You accidentally tipped me
who's the
by accident.
detractor tipping Phil?
No one would know he
Everyone
won.
says Duty.
There comes a liar now. Of
Duty
course,
didn't do that.
trolls
Why y'all
are
saying
desperately
Duty
afraid
troll
someone would
tip?
actually contribute
That
and
ain't
go,
Duty.
Well, Phil will dox you. He'll get all your information if you tip him. Completely false, but you know they've been spreading this insanely false narrative for years. They're just assholes. Pepe's right. There's still time for a $100 contribution at the very end of the stream into Epic Animation and a rousing success for Dragon Quest VI. There's still time.
You're a rousing success no matter
All right,
what,
well,
King.
sadly, no one heeded the call to action.
Waffle, see, your cat, look, it's always interesting with someone who's like semi out of the loop, but you know enough to know enough. He is so much more gross and uglier and nastier than anything you will have ever remembered seeing of him in the past ever at all. He is so much grosser than he used to be. It's crazy. It should be illegal.
No one. So we'll just save here, and this is we will resume next time. Yeah, that's it. It's time's up.
Like, at least in the past, it was
Time's
he's an
up.
asshole and bad at video games.
Oh!
Now he treats everyone
Nice
around
flex.
him
Look at
like
that, flexing on
garbage.
him. All right, good stuff. So no, we will not continue the adventure, but I hope that you guys who were here live enjoyed the Dragon Quest VII Reimagined stream today. And for those watching on demand, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm sorry that there was some derailing because there's so much trolling today and so
Those
much
dang
toxicity
dirty
and
trolls.
negativity. At the same time, I am enjoying the game. We did get some support, so it will continue later on in the week. We'll have to see how it goes.
Oh, is that so?
All right. A transgender Asian just subscribed over on Kick. Thank you so much.
I got the drip going. I got the drip going.
Make up's a transgender Asian.
I got the drip going. I got the drip going. I got the drip going.
What a nice clip. I like that. That was pretty good.
Button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have
Oh,
to call.
let me pop
This
the
is what I
music
mean.
back
It's
on.
dumb kids. It's what it is.
It's dumb kids. How old is the audio for that clip though? I'm kind of curious. It sounds like that era of Phil that I was just describing. 2015, 2019 Phil. The Phil who said those words no longer walks among us. He is no longer on the same planet as you and I. He died. Respectfully. All right. Music. Where we at? Oh, Maestro. We got 138 left on the clock. So, yeah. That's where we're at with the guy. I'll be playing Neo, so I'll catch the end later, Dinger. Yeah, I got an hour to go. Now I'll see who's live. It's gonna be a weird time to end for me. I usually don't end before 10. I mean, given all the farewells I'll have to recite, I might just end right at 10. I don't know. Shoot. I guess I should take a moment. Let me take one last step away in order to freshen up, and then I will be right back. In the meantime, Dingus clips and Rydrake clips. Clip that for posterity.
Yeah, clip it. Clip it right now.
Ribby, shut the hell up real quick. Did I notice that?
Wow.
Mr. Pun says Revy always starts. Yeah, just let him look. Dude, objectively wrong. I correct you. The chat corrects you. You don't take the L. Just admit you were.
You know what? I'm distracted. Hey, ladies. Looking a little rough in the face. Oh, she look fine. Good time, goon.
I mean, that's a
Yes. Watch me get shot from behind. No.
Take that, losers.
You bet your ass that demands a fucking ad break. Hey, Zetas are on. Oh god! Oh! No! I thought it went straight to the same point! Ah!
Swollen dingus don't count. Swollen dingus is currently
Run.
probably work completely. That doesn't really count. Wow, I'm gonna
We
have
actually
to hold
might
the
win
streak.
this. Holy shit.
Guys, you know, if you want to see more positivity around this area, in this situation type area, you're gonna have to.
Oh my god, no, the music. No, fuck.
You might win this, boys.
So,
You might win this.
what would you rate this podcast?
Rye Drake just got his first win.
Today's
He's gonna push
the pre-stream podcast.
The pre-stream podcast.
It was like a 2. I
Wait,
think.
we won! Yeah! I got carried the victory! Yeah!
Your belief carried us. Let's go.
These dude,
I've never won like with not doing solo.
Look at
The
that!
first squad may have ever won.
We won! You know what? I'm taking the credit.
taking the credit.
Why is it always this clip?
Watching on the monitor. The work you did dispatching.
I think like
I don't
dispatch.
think the Z team has ever had a better shift than that.
We just might.
The only Z team I know is the Dragon Ball Z team.
Especially the way the granny thing went.
Yeah, now the granny situation, that wasn't ideal. But I've seen so much worse with Invisible.
Hey, get it. Come on, get the glaze on me. I'm ready to get glazed.
She's difficult to work with, sure. But I see a lot of promise in her. Really. Even the other Z teamers respect her.
They're afraid of her.
Maybe I
I'm
could have
sure.
done it a tiny bit.
Maybe.
Right, the last one. Oh no, we got a classic here. Rydrake's also in this one.
He had to go to work. You got
No.
What happened to Swollen Dingus?
Like yayo.
He started streaming for 4 years and never stopped.
Should I play a game?
No.
Don't play a game.
I'm fucking not.
I want to play with Swollen Dingus.
I can play.
Thank you,
Because I can't
Zealrin, for the
play.
follow. Hello, hello. What a strange gentleman from humble beginnings. Time to watch Arlo. Do you really want to burn the last hour of this disaster 4-year anniversary stream on watching Arlo?
I thought you made it through. I was gonna drop it.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
Damn, how many Rydrake clips did I do? I wasn't gone long.
I got a nut in my throat. Peanut in my throat.
What?
What? Peanut M&M's.
No.
That Rydrake, he's always
No,
a
I'm actually
character.
very flaccid.
I'm trying to relax my dingus. Okay, I guess I can be quite a character at times too.
Always comes around. Here we
Can I
go.
do it? Oh my god. I forgot that's your intro. I gotta change that.
I like to pretend like I don't know what goes on over there. And to be honest, I kinda don't.
That was the best timing ever.
Okay, is that it? How many of these did I play? No! Rydrake, go away! Respectfully.
Look closer. Zoomies binoculars utilize vision technology similar to binoculars, adapted to fit our micro lenses that adjust easily with the turn of the focus dial and magnify up to 300%. With Zoomies, you'll enjoy Mother Nature up close. You'll be so
Look
close
at
to
you.
the
Look
action.
Wait, what? Wait, no.
And you'll have a
I wasn't doing
yeah, you got caught.
All right, I think that's the last one. I think we're good. Gotta go chill mode for this one. Chat. Here we are. The final hours of the 24-hour chill stream are here. Many laughs were had. Many amusing has were espoused. Many Arlo segments were promptly and dutifully ignored. We actually made it. We're here 4 years later, 2026. What a time to be alive. We survived. What did we survive? We survived each other. That's what we did. We survived the pandemic. A bunch of other things. I feel like if I say anything else, it gets too political. Thank you, Repsy, for the swollen __ missive. I should pull all of these out. This is a segment where I get all soft on you guys and read some of these. I'll read all of them. So if you would like to submit something, you are more than welcome to. Call me Astro, more like call me Arlo? Whoa, buddy. Hit him, homeboy with the strays. Alright, where's my thing? Here we go. Don't shout people out. What are you doing? Banned. It doesn't work on this scene anyway. Saru, 400 bits for 4 years. Ah, yes! Thank you, Sarah, the 400 bits. You didn't have to do that, but you did do it. I appreciate you for doing it. You could have spent those 400 bit cheers anywhere else, but you spent it here. And I appreciate you for spending them here. So I find it funny that you can tell that Kino wants to cover DSP. There's been so much that they're behind. Yeah, and this is without even going into the fact that they did a 3 to 4 hour DSP segment last Wednesday that I still have yet to watch. And somehow they're still behind on the stuff in their folder. So, I at this point, I think they should just empty the folder and just jump to current, because that's what people want to hear about. This is a show about topical drama of the now, is it not? It might be time to... Sometimes they should just understand that perhaps it's more pertinent to the audience to take an L and cover what's relevant and existential in the now. Alright, I have the swollen __ missives here. We have 10 of these submitted from viewers like you who thought it was important that they share their thoughts out there. This is the old feel-good segment as we wind down the cool-down segment with an hour 30 to spare. We'll talk a bit, talk about the future, the past, the present, I guess, and go off gently into that good night. But we have a few of these, and I said I would read every one of them. The first of which, Flippy Foreman, he writes in, he says, "Golly gee, I love you, Dingus. Holy fuck, man, I love you. Thanks for not kicking me out of your wall for the past year. I love you, Dingu-sama. I love you. Alright, bye." He wrote Dingu-sama without an S. I don't know if that... It's like, did my name just loses an S when it turns Japanese? I suppose so. Thank you, Flippy Foreman, for the positive remarks. Oh, we need positive music. There we go. Thank you, Flippy Foreman, for the message. We have Juzzy51 sharing a memory, and he shares a memory of the time that he was in an Almighty Tevin stream, and a young swollen __ dingus said, "Hey, hi Tevin, I'm gonna start streaming soon." And then he has a little N133 uwu emote. I did say that. I think I remember proudly declaring in the Tevin chat that I would stream soon. But I can't remember if this was me ironically saying it. For some reason I want to say it was because of a bet or something, or it was like it was me wanting to stream under the guise of pretending like I was being forced to stream. Like, oh, guys, I have no choice but to stream, guys. To try to get people interested in the prospect of me streaming? I can't remember. But what Juzzy has better memory. His version of events sounds like it's right, so I'm gonna go with it. We got Golden Cream, a newer viewer, but he shared a missive anyway. He says, I came in from a raid, saw the locale redeems, and instantly followed. I agree. This is the one. You know you've hooked a real one and a real brother when they're outside the sector, but know about the people that we care about. Arrow sends a missive and he says, I sent the marshmallow because I didn't know it was anonymous. Well, we love trolling Sangers, the gacha guy, and I hope to continue not only trolling, but also watching more retro gaming. Hoping to see some N64 games. Big ups to Donger. And in the marshmallow equivalent that he sent in, he wrote GameCube games, so he's hoping for big N64 and GameCube game representation this year. Shroom Dukem, friend of the channel, writes in this and he says, that time Dingus made the shoutout command and made my whole career. This is true. A young Shroomer Dukem, it was not his first time streaming, certainly was not, but he stumbled into a Dingus stream from a Tevin raid, common Tevin raid, and found that he enjoyed the content enough to stick around. As a result of me noticing him in the follow list, I added him as a person to appreciate, a follower of the stream. Shroom noticed this, and this took an emotional toll on him. He was so appreciative of that gesture. And he was touched to the cockles of his heart that it inspired him and motivated him. Much like Tevin, Anne, and Will inspired and motivated me, it inspired him all the same in turn, along with his own inspirations from Tevin, to start streaming yet again on his own without... the last time he streamed, it was like with some other people. He had like a podcast before and stuff, and he had streamed solo before in the past, but it wasn't with a face cam or like a setup or anything. It was just him streaming gameplay, like naked gameplay. But it inspired him. The Dingus shoutout redeem inspired him, he says, to go out and strike out on his own and start streaming again. It was very meaningful and brought a tear to everyone's eyes. But I look at situations like that, and you have to wonder if it's like a butterfly effect or more like a domino effect where one thing leads to another. Or would Shroom have been inspired to start streaming himself anyways? It just would have been a different method, means of conveyance to get him there. You can never really be certain. But this is what I mean, guys. You gotta reach out to people. Who knows? The next person you reach out to might be a Kino brother in arms. We have OIOIO. And he says, New year, same swelling. The pain never ends. He puts a bunch of froggy emotes. Babugu and Babimi. Let's see. I like the time you played Bomberman for your 4-year dog-anniversary. A big ups, Mr. Dinger. Looking forward to another 4 meaningful and robust years. Yeah, we'll see if Twitch is alive in 4 years. They will be. I'm just being a hater. Rennie Kuhn is here. I'm a new style viewer, but I popped in for the fuck Phil segments and stayed for the chill and fun, positive retro style gameplay. It's always enjoyable when a detractor style individual doesn't let the pig roach become the totality of their content. Well, I said this when Rennie had originally submitted it, but as a new reviewer, you would see and notice, I suppose, the variety and balance between the restreams, the retro, and the stuff that doesn't fit in either category. It used to be much more heavily weighed in the direction of just flat out watching the eccentrics all day. Nowadays, I want to keep a balance between playing a game where, of course, discussing the eccentric is fine, always allowed. On any given day, I'll probably end up watching the Daily Wrap no matter what, because that's always going to be something relevant that happens at the time of me streaming, which is usually at ass o'clock in the morning. But yeah, that'll never change. Like I'll still do like new gameplay releases that interest me, retro games that either I want to share with you guys because there's stuff from my childhood, or retro games that I just never got into. Didn't have an opportunity to play growing up. Or even just stuff that doesn't fit that, like a bog standard restream of a Kino Casino episode, or something else entirely, like a vacation video stream. Want to keep that ebb and flow going. Back in a long time ago, back when things were a little less structured, I would just put on whatever videos and kind of just vibe out while playing a game, and it kind of didn't really matter what I was playing. It still doesn't matter, but nowadays I want to keep things a little more structured. More so for mytism than anything else. This is why you'll notice certain streams, I will no longer just watch videos while I do something. I'll just play the game. Of course, discussion is allowed. I would never tell you what you can and can't talk about. Obviously, I'm not gonna tread on you guys. But I don't know. I can't really describe it any better than what Rini is saying here. Just not letting someone who you don't like becoming the totality of your identity. You still want to be known as the shy guy with boobs who doesn't like Phil. That's pretty much it. Shybot. Big up Shybot. I always remember the first stream I saw of yours, people were calling you an ankle biter of Anne's. Who's laughing now, bish? There's some context to add to that. A little context to layer onto that. Shybot's referring to the turtle stream in which I was trying to help Anne along with Miss Shark get him to bed after he got really drunk trying to play Turtles with me, Rydrake, and Blooper. The way in which we were having fun with his drunken state of mind did upset a few of the Anne faithfuls in his chat. And I remember an awful lot. I don't remember names, so I'm not going to call anybody out. The names genuinely escape me. But some of those names were trying to reach out to Anne and tell him that, hey, these guys, i.e. Frederick, me, and Blooper, they're not looking out for you. They're ankle biters. They're trying to bite your ankles, Anne. And just trying to dissuade us from assisting him in getting to bed. We were there for laughs, no doubt. There's a reason why, we stayed in that call trying to get him to play Turtles with us, because it was funny. But we were also trying to help him get his ass to bed. Now, I had to dip out of that early, but from what I'm to understand, Miss Shark ended up covering for me. Rest in peace, Miss Shark, and ended up getting him to bed just fine. But yeah, he's kind of like fusing memories here. That's the scene as I remember it. I just don't remember the name, but someone called me an ankle biter in the chat, and that's always stuck with me as a term that I want to expand beyond. I look at myself, because that's one of the first things. I was already streaming for a couple months. I already knew Anne, because he peeked in on a Kingdom Hearts stream that I was doing, so we were already familiar. We just had not talked to each other on the mic before that very night. And I suppose that was one of the first instances where the greater detractor community that was watching that crash out and drunk stream got to witness me in I don't know, the swollen infancy, and to have that be the immediate impression. That was always something that I look back at that and I'm like, okay, well, obviously the goal would be to expand beyond that, to not have to rely or bite off of someone else's ankle, but rather have ankles that need not be bitten on, have ankles that can sustain themselves. I need self-sustaining ankles. Is basically how I looked at that thing, that scene, that memory, a core memory. Rebsy said, share a memory of the time we played Mario Party in the GameCube where Sarah suddenly punched his microphone. I almost started laughing from it. Loud equals funny. Was that clipped? I think it was. I don't have it on me though. I'll have to look. Speaking of Rebsy, with missive, I remember being bored and deciding to watch Swollen Dingus. Since then, made it a welcoming environment for everyone. Well, thank you very much, Rebsy. Short and sweet. Exactly the kind of thing that I like to read. Infamous Chaos, I remember coming here constantly from the Tavern Raid, and I found that chill and interactive guy. Dinger has some great streams, and I wish I followed sooner. He's gay! But I don't know about that last part. Astro, the final one here. I think I arrived from a Shroom Dukem raid to sly gameplay and goofy antics. When the promised Jack playthrough was announced, I said I'll stick around for that at the very least. But here I am, almost a year later, making Dingus' stream chat insufferable. Thanks anyway, Dinger. Plus, P.S. No more Arlo. Dude, I've gone like, I don't know how many days, a few weeks at least, without a proper Arlo segment. I can't. I don't want to say the exact amount of streams, but it's been a good amount of streams since I started doing the I don't want to watch videos on this stream today kind of structure. We've gone so many streams without having Arlo that we have built up. We've built up Arlo videos again. We have a backlog of Arlo videos to the point that we have to now do a dedicated Arlo catch-up stream just to get through them all. But thank you, Astro. We have D-Side. Here's to many more years of us razzing each other over the current state of Nintendo and YouTuber Nintendine. But for real though, I know you were half joking about regular audience members leaving a while ago, but you don't gotta worry about me. Too retarded to go anywhere else. Oh, you mean what I said about Big Ben and Sir X and Astro? That's just a fact of life. You know, sometimes people will just be in the audience, and then eventually one day they just won't be there anymore. And you might not ever know if it was something that you did or said that might have crossed the line, because they won't be there anymore to tell you what it was that made them leave. And you'll always have that eternal doubt, if you think about it too hard, and question what it was that made them leave. It could easily just have been something in their personal life that had nothing to do with you, that made them decide to stop using Twitch or use it less, or leave the sector and go out and do something with their lives. It's not necessarily something that you did, but because of an absence of an explanation, you search for a reasoning in your mind to justify why they might not be there anymore. And it's like, well, it has to be something that I did, right? Of course, if it was something that affected their personal life, they probably just wouldn't be visible anywhere in said sector. They would just be gone, kaput. Big ups to Rebsy for the clip. Golem says, Anne rated once with me there. The rest is history, mine. Oh, here it is. Rebsy wants to watch this. Let's plop this over on Brave. Think about that the other day, that when life gets going. You know what they say, it's like it's not so long, it's farewell. Let's get this fired up on Brave. This is a classic, a modern classic Dingus clip. Oh, this is unlisted. It's on the Rebsy channel, but it's unlisted. Oh, I can actually play it this way. Okay, let's pop it this way. Yeah, it's a secret unlisted video. Don't tell anybody on the Rebsy channel. This is entitled Mike Punch. Shroom says, I'm Team Dingus.
I will literally punch my microphone right now.
Wow! Oh, wait, I remember this.
I don't blame him.
I'm not even in first! What are you guys' problem?
I don't care if you're... The only thing that matters is if you lose. That's the only actual thing that matters.
What? This was my anniversary. He treats me like this. Bet you won't. Rencheck says, bet you won't. Ooh.
How about this?
Well, I mean, he did do it. He punched his mic! He dented his own equipment to own the haters!
Clip that, please. Clip that. Thank you.
Can we get a clip? Can we clip it? Can we clip it? Let's get a clip.
That's the best clip of the stream. Alright. Rebsy, come on.
Saru gets toxic during this heat bullet. I was already in third. Why would Saru do this to me?
Oh yeah.
Then he would punch his mic. Somebody did think it's a get to 50 subs.
Thank you, Danny,
it was
for the memory.
Full backhand.
Hey, Dingus, can you read that real quick?
When Saru punched the mic as a shared Dingus memory. I can't believe Saru promised he would give 50 subs if he punched his mic, and then he actually did it, the madman. Yeah. I agree. You okay, Repsy? Is Repsy dead?
I'm good. Oh, wait.
Remember, loud is funny. It's a Blue Yeti, it can take it, don't worry about it. It's not one of them cheap Shure mics like the guy. Bet you he can't punch his microphone. This thing's been around forever.
Like the cut in the fill. That's pretty good. Big ups, Repsy. We do appreciate that. The secret unlisted segment. Alright, am I caught up on the missives? I am! Yeah. Thank you so much to everybody who decided to share a little words. Commemorating everything. My end, I do appreciate, as always, everybody who stops by, attending, engaging, of course supporting, but no, just in general. Whether you're here the whole time, or at least for a little bit, whether you're new or old, whether you're from the far-off ancient year of 2022, or you just started watching last week. As I so often say, you could have spent your time anywhere, literally anywhere, but you chose to spend it here. I appreciate you for doing that, because you could have chose anywhere else. There's no shortage of places you can go to not just watch eccentric locale shit get covered by people with better opinions than me and lore, but you just go watch better gameplay. You go watch someone play Bomberman and not get stuck on the same stage for 6 hours of a advertised and hyped and overpromised and underdelivered 24-hour extravaganza. Thank you, Scrumbles, for the missive. Were you legitimately upset when you lost the Dinger versus Dave race at Metroid Prime? Did you think all of us were gonna abandon you? Being up some 4 years? Hope you keep going up. Well, I'm only human. It did kind of sting to have, be at the finish line and then have Phil do the Lightning McQueen tongue across the finish line and get there like 10 seconds ahead of me in the moment. Yeah. So, yeah, we kind of lost to Dark Side Phil. It was a Phazon Mine. We had died in Phazon Mines, and then I think we died to Ridley. No, the final boss. We died to Metroid Prime, and then he died to Metroid Prime, and we both had to rematch it. He said it was gonna be his final time, and if he died then, he was gonna wage quit because it's a waste of my time. But he ended up beating it like a few seconds faster than me. But no, I got over it, and then it resulted in me having to open the Velcro wallet, and everyone got a bunch of subs out of it. So everyone won in the end. There's been some good times from the Dinger versus Daves. Though I'll be honest, I don't think we're bringing back Dinger versus Dave anytime soon. I don't want to have to force myself to cuck enjoyment of a game that's coming out that I'm interested in, because it's just so happens that Darkside Phil is also playing it. Thankfully, he doesn't play Nintendo games anymore, really. So I don't think this will be a problem in the near future. Like he'll probably play the Tomodachi Life stuff and make like a locale island. I've got no interest in that. And honestly, you can't even really do races anymore either. The concept has kind of been felted, because he's right. He doesn't finish anything anymore. So what's the point of racing him when it's all but a set conclusion that if you start racing him, you're gonna beat him. I like him play Nintendo games to get the best rage. They do. They really do. It calls the core of his person, his very being, and it gets out that rage, that impotent Nintendo soy rage. The same kind of rage that drove him to chuck his Wii U tablet in the trash. You just see he gets further before he surrenders to DNF, did not finish. That just makes me think of a DNF duel. Fuck you, Nintendo. No, really. Fuck you. Screw you, Nintendo. We hate you, and your fucking games suck, right? The Switch 2 is just a Switch Pro, and I know that's what everybody wanted from the start, and now that they've gone, they're like, wow, was that it? But, so, yeah, the games, they're not good. Mario Kart, 2 too many straight lines. Donkey Kong Bonanza, too easy, and you just smashed the B button. And, Kirby is, what did Arlo say? Kirby said, Arlo said Kirby was too hard to control for him. He was filtered by the Kirby controls. Kirby, it's too hard to control. One button? No thank you. And Pokemon? Don't make me laugh. Nintendo is fucking finished, bro. Oh my god, and Metroid Prime. Oh my god, they got Redditors. They got soy Redditors working on Metroid Prime. That one is kind of true, though. Don't worry, Fire Emblem is going to save the Switch 2. Fire Emblem will save the Switch 2, and then Phil will finally play it. It'll be the next JRPG he plays after Dragon Quest, because Dragon Quest will just take that long for him to finish, except he's not going to finish it. It's not going to be a completed playthrough. That's just going to get chucked, stomped on, belted, chewed up, like a cow chewing on its own cud. But yeah, I can't believe that we're here already. 20 the big 2-6. If you had told me playing Kingdom Hearts 4 years ago would lead to this, I would have no idea what you were talking about. Even back then, before I streamed, because I made sure I didn't want to like just swing my dingus and like go on stage and act like I was a somebody. You know, I like interacting with people. I like the interaction with chat that a stream provides. If a stream was just the streamer and the gameplay but no chat, I'd be much less inclined to stream. I always have chat on the overlay. I always ensure to read every message. Even if I don't respond to it audibly, I do read every message. And to me, it's just kind of like an integral part of the streaming experience. I don't want to talk about other people, but for me, it's always important to have chat on the stream. So, because I feel like that's half the fun. Otherwise you get like a review tech situation where like review tech will talk to someone in the chat, but you won't know who it is because you can't see the chat on the screen. Because sometimes the chat replay doesn't work, or it's like a re-upload, so it's not the chat replay isn't present, stuff like that. But you're salty that Fortune's Weave is a Three Houses sequel. I am. I'm not. I am not taking that back either. But it'll probably still be a good game. Gameplay-wise, maybe. Yeah, less than 1 hour and 5 minutes to go. Tears in my eyes. I honestly didn't think I was gonna make it. I really thought I would have a sleep segment. I feel kinda good, but it probably would be beneficial to me to at least shut my eyes for a little bit after stream. But I guarantee you, now that I've said that, it's not gonna happen. I feel tired but not sleepy, which is something I said 12 hours ago during Bomberman. I'm not gonna cry. What do I have to cry about? Sure, I've been afforded, you know, luxuries that I don't deserve. Conceptual luxuries. I'm not rich by any means. But I have been afforded a vast wellspring of meaningful, emotional friendship and wealth and riches beyond your wildest imaginations. And sure, perhaps you can argue that I am a bit of a bastard. Maybe I don't deserve some of those things. But I'm just me and I'm doing my best, I guess. I'm sorry, I'm terrible at these. I think I had a better spiel at the beginning of the stream, and I'm trying to remember what I said, but I can't. Hey, button. Don't give me something to cry about. Don't punch me. But yeah, yada yada yada. I didn't expect to be here, and I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. And I know right now, in regards to the content, the structure that I was talking about earlier. You know, not every day I'll toss on an Arlo video or a lolcow video or a true crime or something like I used to. We go back to the old streams where I not necessarily cared less. My autism always kind of went into overdrive as soon as the streaming thing came about. But as I took it more and more seriously, I don't even want to say seriously though, because it's not a business. It's just something that I fuck around with. But as I took it more quote unquote seriously, as you know, doing a little thing, as seriously as doing a little thing on the internet can be. You know, I thought, well, you know, if we're gonna take things to that level, perhaps some structure would be necessary. But I won't change. Things aren't gonna change around here. Even if, say, the much talked about partner push is successful, I'm still gonna be the same dingus. Obviously, that's not gonna change. I'm not gonna become a shill for Amazon overnight, become Jeff Bezos' personal cock sleeve, and start hawking all these sponsorships and whatever. It's just, I don't look down on people who do take the sponsorships, but for me, it's just not something that I really need to see myself be doing. I don't know, it doesn't fit me. I wouldn't be able to, like, because of how I already behave, I don't think I would be able to put on a convincing advertisement for something like Raid Shadow Legends, you know? Or a gacha that I'm clearly not interested in, but I'm trying to get you guys hyped up about. Let's play Star Trek Fleet Command, guys! I'm a big Star Trek fan, like that. I don't even think Seru could convince people to play Star Trek Fleet Command. Thing is confirmed saying the N-word on fight after he gets his check mark. But I don't know, I can't speak for people, but I do look at all the other people getting the check marks as of late with the new changes coming. I believe it was past November, made it easier to go get your push for your check mark. I'm looking at these people get their check marks, and they always talk about, oh, are things going to be changing? Is everything going to be staying the same? And almost always the resounding yes, everything will be as it was, nothing will change, we're not going to become Amazon drones overnight. The check just exists, in my opinion, the check exists as a hallmark, a little cornerstone that shows perhaps your suffering on this site for 4 years over was worth a little PNG slap on your forehead, so people can call you retarded because you have a check mark on your head. And then, of course, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I do look at some people in this sector who do have check marks, such as Tevin. Tevin is able to stay who he is and do what he does, regardless of the check mark. And no one at Amazon, no intern, no Twitch individual seems to mind too much, even when it comes right down to restreaming the Super Bowl. So I look at something like that, and I'm like, okay. So even if I have a check mark, this doesn't mean that I will change or have to change or have to cuck. This is my internal fear, obviously, that I have to cuck or censor myself once I get to that level, because now I ostensibly represent, or I'm at least endorsed with the check mark, the ostensible endorsement by the purple platform. So now I have to cuck myself, and maybe I can't say certain things or whatever. But when you really think about it, like, let's be honest, you guys, this shit only applies to cream of the crop, the Asmongold's, the fucking Hassans. Is he still banned, by the way? Anybody else? The Frogans? God forbid, the Frogans, the Caseytrons. This doesn't apply to the Dinguses, the Tevins. If I do get the check mark, looking at the fact that Tevin is still able to be who he is without much issue at all, yeah, I don't think I'll have to change at all. I can continue being me. Thumbs up in the air. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. We won't have to start shilling for Audible anytime soon. I'm gonna blow up and act like you don't know, buddy. No, I don't want to have a fast chat that I can't read. Because again, the interactivity to me means a lot. I brought this up recently, but it's why I can't really get into corpo VTubers, because the chat goes so fast. It's like chat is its own entity. When you get to the XQC levels of popularity, where chat begins to be referred to as a singular entity, chat, where you lose that individualism, where well, then you get into the whole parasocial aspect of it. But I just mean, like, the act of sharing your thoughts and opinions in a chat room with someone else who is actively listening and able to actively respond. That's really just all I mean. You're not really able to do that once your stream crosses a certain threshold of popularity and viewership, now you have too many people clawing for attention, and it just becomes a lot of noise. When chat is a singular entity of people just parroting each other, and no one really, like, people are talking, but no one's really saying anything, you lose that kind of one-on-one aspect. I don't get... Oh, fuck, I'm gonna kick myself for this. You don't get meaningful messages like the ones I just read earlier. Or the one from Pim Pam where he says, I'm gonna be honest, I forgot how I found you. Probably from a 7 raid or something. Probably. What I do know is that you're a pretty chill guy. I might have joined the chat because of Phil, but I stayed for the dingus. Congrats for not getting banned for 4 years. That's the big worry though. Is is there ever gonna come a time where you're so toxic that you just cross the line and you get kicked out for a week or two? Surprisingly, has not happened yet. The only time I got an email from Twitch was because I played Kingdom Hearts and I let the I let the theme song play the whole way through. I don't know if I talked over it. I don't think if I did. Obviously, if I got the email, that would suggest that I just did not say anything over it. But that doesn't sound like me. Even back then, I would have had to have sung over it, right? Correct? Question mark. But I haven't had any communication from Twitch about content behavioral guidelines, or, oh, you can't watch the casino because they say words that you're not allowed to say. They promote wrong thing. No, you want to be clear. I've never gotten a no email about doing something like that on the stream. So until such things arrive at my doorstep, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. But thank you, Pim Pam, for the missive. Am I going to add the check mark to the Shy Gal head? I don't know. I don't want to... That seems a bit much, I think. I know some people, when they get the partner thing, they show it off. Like, they change their avatar to put the partner icon on it. I think at that point, might be a bit too much for me. I don't know if I'll be doing that. To me, it's just a little tick. A literal tick that shows, I don't know, I've been recognized, you guys. I made it, you guys. Dingus is already an Amazon drone because he refuses to multi-stream to kick. Goon, I talked to Shroom, and Shroom said if he got banned off Twitch because furry VTubers decided to pull a fatwa on his existence, Shroom said he would not move to kick, even if it was his only choice. Makes you think. Oh, what happened to the music? There we go. Dingus is safe. Dan Clancy likes the Puma. Simple and clean is verboten on Twitch. Apparently so. It was simple and clean. I was, I think it was showing the final boss, the final mix, Kingdom Hearts 1. Or it was Birth by Sleep's opening. I can't remember. Dingus literally plays pop streams where he was saying slurs every 5 minutes and we didn't get banned. Meanwhile, GPM says the N-word and gets canned. Goon can clarify, but GPM got banned for the N-word thing over someone organic that came from the category and, you know, heard that word and they were personally offended and affronted and then reported GPM for that. It wasn't an automatic thing. It wasn't an automatic thing, or it was not a intern secretly listening to GPM stream on the back end and didn't like that word was said. Shroom can be the positive force on kick. Shroom just said he wouldn't do that. I'm using that as support for me, that kick is not the place to be. See you on Rumble, Shroom? No, he also said fuck Rumble. I agree though, Rumble is bots. Rumble is just view bots. A Jer with 30,000 views. Yeah, fucking right. Yeah, right. You don't even believe that Jer has 30,000 views, because he doesn't. The GPM organically felt it. It's that organic felt. No artificial flavors or preservatives. That all inclusive, homegrown kind of felt. Dingsy, you are committed to the purple platform. I agree. I agree. I raise my fist. I raise my fist in salutations. With you, Jesse. But those would be just the main concerns going forward. If the push is successful, there's a chance it doesn't. There's a chance. Here's the thing again, and it ties into what happened with GPM. So GPM got reported by a person who just didn't like him saying, not even saying, but watching a video in which the N-word was said on a stream. That's one thing. He reported it, and then someone from Twitch reviewed it, and then felted him for a while for it. Now, me, I imagine if the push is successful, and we submit the application, understand, I'm kind of concerned. This means that they will have to look at Dingus content. They will have to look at the restreams. They will have to look at the bad gameplay. They will have to look at will they even have access to the vacation VODs? I don't know how far back the secret Twitch VODs that they have in their archives go. We know they have the secret Dingus 2022 archives somewhere, but they're gonna have to go through everything that I do, and I don't know how thorough they are in doing that. Maybe they skim through a few VODs. Maybe they click a random spot, let it play for 20 minutes, and then decide, oh, okay, yeah, looks good to me. Thumbs up. Maybe they actually have someone on Fiverr, an Indian maybe, go through every single VOD available and just take notes on what they see, what they hear, what they regularly, the regular impressions they get from watching the content. I can't say for certain what it is, but if I get rejected and they give me a reasoning, and that reasoning is for behavior, I'll understand why, and I will really have no argument against it, because I do feel like sometimes there is stuff I get away with that I probably shouldn't get away with. You guys razz to a point where you might razz a little too far if more people were paying attention. Think you're gonna lose this partner push because they'll focus on this one part of a 24-hour stream? Yeah, so the new 30-day cycle for the push is open, and it opened while I wasn't even looking. I think it's updated since then. This picture's kind of outdated. But some days are gonna fall off from December and January as February goes on, and we're kind of hitting a sweet spot here. What I want to happen is that we have the 30-day window by the end of February be like 6 streams in February that hit the last 1 day to 30 days goal at the top there, and then the secondary one for 31 to 60 days is the beginning of January, like the whole of January. So 6 streams from January, 6 streams from February, both hitting the average, 12 streams in total, and that should unlock the application. So I feel like a game developer. I feel like this is crunch week. This is time to pull up the boots by the pull up the boots by the laces, or whatever they say. Nut up or shut up. Now is the time to heed the call, as they say. But I'm gonna try my best to see if this is something that can happen. And I will appreciate your pushing along with me along the way. I'm gonna get banned for not banning people in chat. That's something. Sometimes I'll go into other chats and I'll see the moderation get taken a little bit more seriously. Even for people who might have some overlap or might be adjacent to like our cliques, they'll still take moderation a little bit more seriously than me. And you know, like the streams that I usually like pop in, like the Tevin chats, the Ann chats, the Shroom chats, like the moderation is pretty much lax to non-existent. But I think that has more to do with most of you guys are kind of like grown-ass men in the older in your older years. You're old and wizened, and I don't know. You're just looking for a place to chill, unwind, and relax. You know what you should and shouldn't do. I'm not your fucking babysitter. I'm younger than most of you, maybe. Yeah, all chillin'. Old. I mean, look at me. You can't look at me, but hear me. How old do you think I am? Don't answer that. Don't answer it, because I'm gonna be forced to confirm or deny. You're pushing 30, twin. Poggers is 35. Exactly what I'm saying. You already know what the rule book is. You're not a fucking teenager. So parsing it that way, and I always think about it. Well, 1, we like to have a little bit of fun. 2, a lot of you guys have been around the block before. You've been around, you know, internet eccentrics and the cliques that revolve around them. You know what you should and shouldn't do. You have all been in Susan Tube, so you know how it is. So once I think of it that way, you know, it kind of makes sense why things don't get moderated as much here. Of course, I obviously ask that you follow the Twitch toss. I try to keep the rules a little bit, not really formal, but like, you know what you should and shouldn't do. Don't do what I wouldn't do. It's over for us, Twinsky. Dingus is 36. I'm 25. Thank you, Dingus. You're like 20. I'm not gonna acknowledge that with a confirmation or denial. Oh, we know the golden rule. Once those partner goals hit, GPM is banned. No, GPM's the next one to start partner pushing. GPM will be the first one to prove that you can get banned and then immediately get partner. Or he would have if it wasn't for low tier god. But yeah, that's what we got. Hopefully they don't push for any changes. I know once if you do hit it, you get like a partner manager. So maybe I wouldn't want this person controlling what you guys can and can't say. But from what I've witnessed, it doesn't seem like that's their job anyway. They're just there as a more direct line of support to Twitch that kind of supersedes the normie ways of contacting Twitch support. So say if let's say GPM gets banned again, I would have a direct line to someone who could probably look into that. Not that you could have just asked Tevin to do that for you. But in a hypothetical scenario in which Tevin was not around to do that already, I might have someone like that available. I don't know how it works. I'm relaying information I heard third party from other people that may or may not be up to date. I maintain that you were not born when 9/11 happened. You're using that to triangulate my age, and I will not verify one way or the other. They're there to protect you from all the dirty detractors that report you all the time. Exactly. Just like MCNs back in the day. Or Phil with Machinima. They're there to take the heat from all the dang dirty trolls. Fuck, there's people on Twitch right now that don't remember 9/11. You're old! We're all old! It's total twink death! He's growing hair! Machinima firing him was a great late birthday present, TBH. Then the whole stuff with Curse Network and Lavinia Network? Or was Lavinia the mini PC person? I get these mixed up. Either way, funny arcs indeed. How are we only 43 minutes left? I've kind of said my dues. I love all of you. I'm not gonna change, even if I have a little purple check mark next to me. I will still continue to keep it swollen as the years go on until I feel like I can't keep it swollen anymore. Here's to another year of doing exactly that. It will come to 5 years, half a decade of keeping it swollen next year, and I don't even know if I'd be able to believe it by that point. Love you, Dingus. Happy 4th. What? Oh yeah, you meant the. I'm sorry. When you say Happy 4th, I think 4th of July, and I'm like, are you high, Knock? Big ups. Bonus points for BSV saying, no, you dumb bitch, it wasn't fraudulent. Why? Lavaria, there you go. Lavaria Media, and Lavinia was the mini PC lady. It was just another... It was just you-know-who under another sock account. But that's the shit where it stands. I'm gonna push real hard, and then once March rolls around, I think it's like a week and a half kind of turnaround, and then we'll get the letter of acceptance or rejection. It'll be fucked though, man, because I'll still have the first stream anniversary, which is always going to be February 8th. Then I have this freaking affiliate anniversary. I don't know why Twitch prioritizes the day you're able to make them money over the day you started streaming for the first time at all. But Twitch claims that's on the 22nd this year. But then imagine if we get the partnerversary, then you have one more anniversary to have to care about. Meaning more scammed 24-hour streams out of me. Look, I'm sorry about the Bomberman thing. I got too suckered into it. I know it's unhealthy to play the same game for 24 hours at a time, and 6 hours of those 24 hours be the same level over and over. I will recuperate, we'll rest up and recover, and I will tackle it again with a refreshed and rejuvenated mind. And hopefully we can beat it and move on to Super Bomberman 4 and 5. I'm glad I could contribute to my year stat stream. I will read everything. Perhaps now is no better time than now to do so. Let me pull everything up here. Thank you so much to everybody sticking around, whether you're here for all 24 hours or at least for a little bit of those hours. Let's see what we got. Is he still stuck on Final Stage 6 of Bomberman 3 SNES? Would you laugh if I said yes? It's too hard, Eddie B! You're European! You had that version! Why didn't you ever tell me it was so hard? I don't realize that Dinger was also a February birthday. No, I'm a September birthday. But, like, what I mean is, this is, like, the anniversary of the day I first started streaming. But then I have the anniversary later on that Twitch actually acknowledges and gives you the little party hat for. The first day you're able to make the money, the affiliate anniversary. Then in September, I do the birthday stuff without elaborating on what day it is. I change the days up. I celebrate the Dingus birthday on a different day in September every year. I was just noting, if I get a partnerversary, by being a partner, that's another date that I have to do a scam 24-hour stream on. The problem being that all of those, like the first stream, affiliate anniversary, and hypothetical partnerversary would all be within weeks of each other, which would be the issue. Joke's on you, depending on when in September, how early you were, you might have been conceived in February. True. I don't want to think about that, but true. What?
Count on me.
Pim Pam. Thank you, Pim Pam. The re-up at tier 1 month at tier 1 for 18 months. Time for Dingus' second term. 4 more years of Dingus. 4 scoops. 4 shy guys. 4 terms. 4 more years of Dingus. We're abolishing term limits, you guys. I'm gonna be here until the day that I'm not. Okay, Streamlabs, yeah. Thank you, Pim Pam again. Re-up being tier 1 for 18 months in total. We do appreciate that. We have Cerulean A6, the 400-bit cheer. They say, cheer 400 bits for 4 years. Yes. Zealrin, thank you for the follow. Sham Chowder, gifting sub tier 1 to Shroom Nukem for the 1 month. Infamous Chaos, the 5-bit cheer. Yes, like Notable Troll Slayer, putting all the private vids on YouTube. I agree. Egg Gang 1738, gifting a tier 1 sub to Chalky for the 1 month. Infamous Chaos, the 5-bit cheer. How many definite excuses are we gonna use, man? DJ Foot Rich, tier 1 for 48 months in a row, 48 months in total. Cypher 710, the 1444 bits. Welcome home. ENFW1, 5 gifted subs to Antonio, Nichols, I'm Daddy Raz, Hoopy Hootie, Bog, Antoine, Prime for 10 months, and Leet, gifting a tier 1 sub to Dogs playing for the 1 month. Almighty Tevin, gifting a tier 1 to Vikes and 11 for the 1 month. Lord Xanon with the follow, big ups. Almighty Tevin, gifting Mad Adder with the 1 month tier 1 sub. IP, a new friend. That's not like IP like IP address, but like the the organ I and P as in like a sweet P. IP, 5 gifted subs to KK Isa, ZBG True, ends the win. Vincent Hart, SN, and Tori. We have Mag, another new pal, 5 gifted to Lazzy Potato, Your favorite Asian? Rooftop Nuna. Zero Online. And did I say Albion? I think I did. Ludwig, thank you for the raid with the party of 20. Alpha Elite, thank you for the gifted tier 1 sub to Mag for the 1 month. Toper, 10 gifted subs! Big ups Toper, coming on through. For Smallish Dayglow, Huge Dangler, Captain Cheeky, Just Muted Jed, Swag Gamer, Mixon, The Red Wolf, Black Guy Boo, Darren Keen, and Faman. Slaughter Moon, thank you for 5 gifted subs to Megatroidvania, Eld Mutt, Atayos, Queen Bee Mash, Alsonic24, Goon, big ups raid with the party of 4, Dragon Impact, thank you for the follow, Infamous Chaos, thank you for the raid with the party of 4, Love Cal Media, Hate Army Guy, thank you for 5 gifted subs to Confused Noctis, Natasha Ann, Pap Nickel, Reaper of All Souls, Hyper Phantasmic, and Patch, thank you for the follow, Tokage Neko, thank you for the follow, Old Man Windbreaker, thank you for the follow. Erratic Pillow, thank you for what's with all these names? Erratic Pillow, thank you for the follow. Noah Noel, another new friend. Ray with the party of 55, thank you so much. Infamous Chaos, thank you for the 50 bit cheer. Junie Beanie, thank you for the follow. Zuki Wookie, thank you for the raid with the party of 4. Almani Goki, thank you for the raid with the party of 2. Sasha, thank you for the raid with the party of 31. Thank you for the follow, Jed. Thank you _lol for the follow. Shroom Dukem, thank you for the raid with the party of 29. Angie, thank you for the raid with the party of 12. ENFW1, thank you for the raid with the party of 1. Rydrake D, 100 bits, thank you. Please support and buy in. I need to place a 12-year down payment on DSP Gaming so I can live slightly above bum status. Think of a sandwich shop when you invest in Dave Burnell. No, keep that in mind, Rydrake, certainly. Rebsy, thank you for the 100 bit cheer. In Hawaii, what do you call a very, very quiet laugh? Aloha. Please clap. Infamous KSD, 5 bit cheer. I missed the announcement on the Seahawks Twitter to funnel on in on DSP stream to celebrate the win. Phil cared, but he really didn't care, is the reality of that big win. I'll explain the 200 bits, big ups. Alpha Elite gifting tier 1 to Android, big ups. GPM gifting 5 to Murray, Rasma, Anonymous Hopeful, Edo1094, and Ajing. Infamous KS, thank you for 5 gifted subs to a Japanese person, Kif, 2 Hum, Kazuma Katode, and just a pretty dude. And wow, I think that's we're caught up. Oh, that barely even winded me. Okay, what's the time we're at now? Power!
Celebratory bubble blow. Thank you everyone for that. Thanks for the engagement today.
I'm crashing the fuck out. I've gone through everything on the list. How is there 33 minutes of content still unaccounted for? I'm not allowed to leave, guys. I'm not allowed to leave and go home and go sleep with my mom wife until we burn the midnight oil. Time for more Bomberman. There's a reason I put the game away. I recognized what people were saying. No, I need a break. I need to lie down and finish this fish. It's a pretty good catfish. I haven't tried the shrimp though. This fried shrimp has been eyeballing me since the morning. I gotta fry this up and try it. That's weird though, because it feels like a Monday. No, it is a Monday, but it feels like a Friday is what I meant to say. My brain is all over the place right now. Please excuse me. We can watch a one Arlo video to end on. Why do you want Arlo so much? Coggers, is there something you've been meaning to tell us? Is there something you want to tell us, Coggers? Here's what we can check in on. Because it makes everyone upset. I think you just secretly like his shit. That's what I'm accusing you of. You secretly like him. You're an Arlo Glazer. You're no different than me.
Thinks he's like some big mafia boss online. It's pathetic as fuck. Anyway,
so
here we go.
With all that lore dropped on you in 1 second, So we know in our head, it's okay. Obviously, Eric's trying to avoid these guys. They've been crazy for 2 years, 3 years.
Eric July.
Well, look at this, folks. Here is Riley and who
not Riley.
This is the lowest.
Not Riley. Anyone but
Fox
Riley.
Mask in 2026.
Oh man.
Even in 2016, the Guy Fawkes mask and like the fucking Chanology shit was considered cancer and cringe and like a relic. We're reviving this imagery in 2020. Okay.
Yeah. It's
why not?
brutal, bro. Okay. All right. So he's with Who Cares?
Just razzing with the chat, but you're a moderator. You're a moderator actively razzing with the chat.
You know, Eric.
It's a conflict of interest.
To Dick and Ethan and I.
Why?
Why would Eric?
This is the thing. Even if Eric did apologize, you guys wouldn't fuck off. You guys would just continue doing the exact same shit you're doing because you have nothing else to live for. And you've made Eric your entire reason for being alive. Like, it's just ridiculous. I'm sure Eric July would say anything and anything to get you guys to just fuck off and leave him alone. But honestly, this is like, these guys aren't anything. Like, get the fuck cockroach bums to demand anything from Eric. Get the fuck out of here,
buddy.
That's what's told me to do that as a mod, especially the Rydrake and GPM. Rydrake is also a mod.
At any point in time, could talk to Ethan Van Sciver. Could talk
GPM is VIP. But he probably should be mod.
To do with you ever.
The time for that was years and years and years ago. At this point, it's better for everybody, including EVS, to just go their own separate fucking ways, work on their own separate projects.
Did this come about because of Mikey No More doing that Comicsgate stream?
And he has to do these drama live streams instead of making his comic books in order to get liquid capital flowing. So it's desperation, where any money that he does have is already tied up to campaigns.
Should we give GPM the sword?
And so it's just sad, where it's like this cycle of he has to keep doing the videos attacking Eric July to get money to survive, to feed his fat fucking ass, which means he doesn't have time to work on his comic books because the rest of his time is spent getting blackout drunk and going to the casino. So
I love going to the casino.
It's never going to be delivered upon, and it would be in the best interest of everybody for EVS to just finish his books and just fuck off
forever.
Seriously.
Off the internet. Wait,
these books are never coming out.
Are you being serious? Does he actually owe you $850 worth of shit, or are you just like trolling? Like,
I wouldn't be surprised,
honestly,
because if you backed all of these campaigns for like $100 here, $50 there,
well, you're probably owed shit you never got. I wouldn't be surprised.
Like, man, this is years and years late. Just give me
where's
my
all this
fucking
shit?
money back. And EVS is like, no, I don't have to give you your money back. It was towards the promise. It doesn't even have to be delivered. It's like, listen.
Isn't that against the toss? Where are the fucking checks and balances
Green Lantern
for these services?
Is gonna have like a 6-issue run. The 6 issues come out. If you fucking pre-order them, if you fucking buy them, okay? You, on the other hand, it's waiting for fucking years to get one fucking comic book that's like 20 pages long. But you know what?
Kickstarter doesn't have that kind of protection.
4 fucking years in between installments of a comic book character. This is fucking delusional shit.
Well, and also, right, the reason they started this Comicsgate thing was to make like anti-woke comics, right? But his comics about a fucking frog. There's no naked.
From what I recall, they claimed it wasn't necessarily to be anti-SJW comics, but just normal comics from normal people. I always thought that was I don't want to sound cringe here. I always thought that was kind of a dog whistle for just straight up anti-woke comics.
We're gonna make...
I don't know. I'd respect you more if you were honest about it.
4 fucking years in between installments of a comic book character. This is fucking delusional shit.
Well, and also, right, the reason they started this Comicsgate thing was to make like anti-woke comics, right? But his comics about a fucking frog.
What's wrong with that?
No naked chicks or racist jokes or like
no,
this
anti-woke humor is racism.
It's just like a frog guy. Wow. Oh my god!
Like, just fucking make the books.
It's a
If
Pepe
the
comic.
books are
Apparently,
such a
Cyberfrog
burning
existed long before
passion where
Pepe, so it's a
like,
coincidence.
I have to make these books to show the world. Make the fucking books.
Yeah.
But it's not about the fucking books. It's not about comic
But even then,
books.
can't you just call it a
It's about
Battletoads
getting to
ripoff?
feel like a
Battletoads came
mafia
first.
boss on the internet. So I put a hit out on this guy's campaign. No one's allowed to donate to this guy's campaign anymore. He's dead to us. Okay, now I'm the kingmaker. I like this guy over here. Give him the money. You know what I mean?
Just draw.
It's not about fucking anything.
He's a New Englander.
other than
New Englander's
getting to
anti-woke is way
pretend
closer to
that
woke than
you're
it is
fucking
anywhere else,
Tony
really?
Soprano, because you're a fucking
true.
geek that drew comic books your whole life and you never really had any power over anything.
Yeah.
So now in your later years, you're pretending you're this big man, but in reality, you're just a fucking joke. For real. No one takes
He's
you.
a
No
joke
one's
there,
afraid of
bud.
you.
No.
Get a grip.
I'm so sick of that. Yeah. And by the way, his own war campaign people all turned on him. They all like now it's like these divided lines and they're battling each other. It's like their own Dabbleverse in there. You know what I mean? And it's like it's over. And he's broke. He's crying. He's seething.
I just have never really been able to bring myself to the point of caring about any of this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't give a fuck. Really. like genuinely, I just don't care. But this is the drama that never, ever ends.
I know.
It's every other day someone's adding me, hey, do you want to weigh in here? Hey, do you want to say? What is there to fucking say?
It's woke. It's cringe.
The gayest fucking soap opera of all time. Most of these fucking guys are 60 years old, 50 years old.
That's problem number one.
Like they're fucking.
Oh, it's gonna keep refreshing.
In a Discord server. Like,
Exactly.
Holy.
How are you gonna lead a new generation when you're like you got one foot in the grave, buddy?
Let's move on. That was just funny little one, just to watch them. It goes on. Well, we got Ice Poseidon. Has
No
been,
way, really?
Oh, you added one there. Wait,
Yes.
What's this? Do you want to do that one first or that one?
We can know this video first.
All
Your
right.
video.
Okay, guys. So Ice and Aiden are having a battle on who bots more. Apparently, everyone's botting in the world. And I'm like,
Yeah, I'm botting.
Well, Aiden doesn't
The
have
chat is just
80,000
me and
viewers.
Coggers.
Who would have thunk it?
What a shot.
Yes.
Whoa.
The truth exposed.
But anyway, so Ice is seething because his chat moves really fast and he has less viewers and he's being paid. Anyway, let's watch what happens.
I remember when Aiden came at me on that phone call being like, oh, you have this deal from Eddie. You want to come at me? You want to try? You want to come at me and try to fuck with something? My money. I got something to show the moment I find it.
Remember when he hit in a pinata at a con?
An action man's like fucking moldy.
Why are they so mad? Like, I'm gonna fucking show you I got statistics. My money.
I'm gonna fucking throw you there, bud.
Oh my god.
I have
He's
no.
like, bro, the years have not been kind to fucking Ice. Eh?
No, he's brutal looking. Oh my god. I don't know what it is, man.
I've got a statistic of my own.
But they're all complaining. Like Ice is like, I only made 7,000 today, and then Aiden's like, this month,
smallest
1 million bucks.
You only made 1.4 million this month, sire. Like. No one in the audience gives a single fuck. Is anyone
I care for the opinion of a dude who crouches in the corner and films during a porno.
What? Because you only made $500,000.
I don't know too much about this
month,
dude.
And the other guy made 1.4 million this month. Like,
He was kind of around in the fringes of IBS, but not directly involved.
Like generational.
You'd hear his
wealth
name come up every
here.
now and then.
Thanks to this
the
platform.
easiest job in the fucking world.
And stop like exposing the politics of the platform. You fucking idiot.
And he's sitting there like, are you guys still not fucking happy? What do I have to have girls sent to your house to suck your dick?
Like the rates that are being paid are outrageous.
Ridiculous. It's insane. There we go. Watch this.
I think we're really. This is getting.
I just want to do a porn video where they put the camera on the doll, have the doll fuck up the girl. One girl called out, so they found the random fat girl with a porn account doing it. It was the funniest shit
in
ever.
This like situation, you know you fucked up.
Pretty good, right?
So this is the new. This is the new social blade. Is
I wish I hadn't
Twitch
asked.
Labs or whatever the fuck it is.
I don't even know.
Where this is where you now go to player hate as to what the chat rate is and how many chatters are in there to prove that somebody's botted or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like we don't even need to do that. Like we all just know just by eyeballing shit.
You could eyeball it.
That it's either organic or it's not. And the way that I look at it too is I look right away.
I'm now cursed with knowledge.
Okay, what do these guys like gifted sub boards look like?
Yeah.
And when there's no fucking gifted
one sub and you're like,
I go, okay, so there's no real actual audience here.
Yeah.
That's supporting this. It seems to me it's kind of fucking bullshit.
Well, the way I could tell.
Also, see, like, you're fucking the girl chat, straight point of view.
The Leo,
no, thank you, not interested.
That Mexican guy. Watch, spam that. When you have a chat that looks like that, look, Ash, like everyone's
either fucking the doll or fucking the fat girl.
Emojis. I've told people to do that. Obviously, it's bots. Now everyone write things that are different. Watch. But this is like your collab stream. There you go. Look, now we're getting actual text. You see?
Yes, you see a bunch of different people saying bunch of different things.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
now
not just like
fucking
combo or fucking. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, our chat is even like
we
legible.
got Devine for a gifted sub as well.
See, that's a real chat. But when you see the laughing Mexican and the Leo DiCaprio laughing from
the same stickers over and over and over again.
Always,
right? How many viewers did he have? I don't know. Probably fucking 50K, 60K. Who knows?
So now it's just
that I've got tells you, but it tells me that I've got either.
There's 100 of these videos back and forth between them.
Yes.
Like, all day.
Well, here's Aiden Ross's
I wouldn't want to be
response.
Is this what I was saying earlier? With having a chat that goes so fast
true.
that you just lose the
I
identity of the individual person in the chat.
Respond like, if you are the big dog, why even fucking bother? Isn't it like a bad move?
I wouldn't want to like grow to
where
chat is nothing but laughing Mexican emotes.
Bro, I'll just say this, guys. I don't give a fuck, bro. There's nothing to say.
The obvious
I don't ever have
nothing
to worry about.
Okay, you think that Viewbot?
You think something guys, everybody's inflated. Like I've said, I openly admit it. I don't give a fuck.
What's the point?
You know,
like, you know what I mean? What's the fucking point? Like, you go, like, it's like, okay, so you like just Viewbot and you go, oh, I got 50K, but you know they're all fake.
Well, how many are fake? Because I know there's some legit audience.
Oh, there has to be.
But like,
it's weird because it's different for Phil.
Having 10,000
other people Viewbot Phil
15,000 or 20,000 or whatever it is. But it gets to the point
they
where
just do it to
they're
gaslight
like
him.
Embarrassed to fucking have a low view count. Well, if you're only streaming but like once a fucking week at best, like a lot of these guys, like Aiden is very irregular with his streaming schedule. Don't be so, and you don't.
It'd have to be something that I'd have to learn. If it ever came
when
to
a
that
stream
for
has
me.
less viewers.
Yeah.
But if you're there every day grinding, then you should have a pretty consistent audience from stream to stream. So it shouldn't even be an issue fucking anyway.
And all we do is get the YouTube clips out there and other people clip us. And then therefore people find our Kick channel and watch live. And over the years, it's just grown slowly. It's a tortoise in the hare situation.
The way I
That's
go
what
with it is all you really are doing is cheating yourself when you cheat these fucking numbers. Because as you've seen with these guys too,
you're cheating yourself out of the experience of legitimately getting those viewers
on the partner program, because Eddie can see that it's fucking botted traffic and organic. Like, they're not fucking stupid. You know what I mean?
In fact, I'll give some shout outs to Sneeko, was on Eddie's show, and Eddie's like, you know, you're one of the people who don't bot, and then he's like, we know who bots. And there's even like a thing here where you could actually like remove bots. It's called AI bot protection that scans if there's bots, and it will just like kick out all the bots. We leave it on in case, right? But it's like, I don't know, man. I don't even know what's real anymore. It's dead internet theory, bro. This is dead internet theory. That's what this is.
Every single person, I would say 90% of streamers inflate, guys. Okay, we're not whatever, dude. And if you guys tell me right now, Kick is 1-to-1 viewers, you're fucking retarded. Go to anybody with fucking 200 viewers.
It's so unfair, bro.
That's the one thing I would say. Maybe he's right. Like
maybe the whole site inflates it all or something.
Maybe there's a slight inflation, but I'll tell you this: if Kick is inflating the numbers, it's nowhere near as bad as Rumble. Rumble is just outrageously fake and outrageously fucking bad.
Yeah.
Everywhere you look, it's just unhinged. So that might be the case, that there's a slight fucking boost. And if it says there's 1,000, maybe there's only 600 or 700 or something like that. But I don't fucking know. The thing is, our experience has been that our level of engagement seems to be fairly consistent
with the YouTube too.
You know, with the amount of viewers that we're getting and the amount of viewers on the clip channel and stuff like that. But
they're sweeping
honestly,
for their
like,
platforms.
You can't like sweat over this or obsess over this shit too much.
That's the problem.
It doesn't really fucking
Where it's like
matter.
all that you think about.
It doesn't. Anyway, so that's what's been happening over the fucking weekend. All weekend, this hasn't ended.
Interesting segment. It kind of ties into what we were just talking about.
The scariest part of the weekend. Review fucking tech.
Oh
I
man!
can't believe Review Tech said this shit.
What did he say?
The biggest own goal by this guy since the Dropbox.
Review Tech.
He ends up volunteering this stuff himself.
Review
So Review Tech's big crusade, by the way, now is Epstein. Now, when all this shit was being revealed, more than 10 years ago now, Review Tech USA was nowhere to be seen. Review Tech USA was
kind of hard, given how fat he is.
But now that he thinks he can use it as a cudgel against right-wingers, he's obsessed with the Epstein files, right? But he's taken it to a disturbing degree. Let's have a listen.
Guys, this is fucked.
Greg Bavino, I think, is being checked. I think Greg Bavino's little ass is being checked. You have no fucking authority, dude. He literally doesn't.
By the way, RTU's on his phone watching actual Jake. Hi, actual Jake. Watching the quartering, watching something else.
That's
and I'm watching that.
Imagine actually watching actual Jake.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, like
a joke. They're trying to assert that he has the authority.
Yeah, be careful with the Epstein files because you could end up converting something you think is just a PDF, and it could be actual. It could be child abuse, and in turn, they could say, "Oh, look, you're looking at. You must be a PDF because."
Okay, folks. So we've hit Dropbox number 2.
Dropbox 2, where Rich is admitting to downloading files that he thought were from the Epstein files that are CSAM. What? Just so everyone, like,
that was Review Tech
emails and all this stuff. There's no actual CSAM. So where he got this CSAM, I don't know. Maybe he's just trawling like torrents somewhere, thinking
he's doing
Epstein files. Or
what was that guy, Lucario?
It's like a self-report. Listen to this. He goes on further.
You're looking at. You must be a PDF because you're looking at pictures of child abuse. Watch.
You're looking at pictures of child abuse?
Border Patrol does not have the.
What the fuck? What are you thinking, buddy?
Why would Dickers do this?
Of the underage girls, apparently, because
he never removed it from his Dropbox. Like, I don't know. That's crazy, Rich.
He needs to be put in jail, dude.
By the way, Rich, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're not a cop. You know, like you don't have authority to look at shit like that. Like, he's, oh yeah, dude, I have to investigate. Why? Like what? Like, you know, like what sort of an investigation are you conducting, buddy? I think the investigation ends with you tugging your Masucci Micro there. Then we have one more here.
You know, he wishes he was an FBI agent, so you can have all the CP, and he'd be like, "Oh, I'm just reviewing it for the case," and they're like, "What case?"
I might not notice that because I would have called it out. See, this chair is fucked. Oh, my pants almost fell.
What the fuck, buddy? He's not wearing underwear.
You saw my balls, because maybe right now I'm commando.
Is he Ralph maxing? He doesn't have underwear?
No! The foul state of that chair with his bare, sweaty ass staining the fucking chair.
I want to think about that.
Stain, bro. Like, that's brutal.
Oh, buddy.
I couldn't find underwear. I had to rush out.
You couldn't find
underwear? You know what I do? Night table drawer.
Come on. You're not doing your laundry? This is a grown-ass man with kids that can't keep up with his own fucking laundry?
What the fuck?
You know, and he lives with his mom, so his mom's not even doing it, has given up.
I don't blame her.
Imagine this fucking piece of shit probably only has 2 pair of underwear. Because he's fucking skid mark quartering style, all the other pairs in there. Oh, you got strong like bull for 5.
Thank you so much. I promise, guys, we're getting in the main stuff very, very soon. We're almost there.
We have only one more, whoa, buddy, which is the Styx Hexenhammer situation. So Styx is on the run from the law. Styx knows that he is totally fucked. That
last I heard, he fainted in court.
Come out for his arrest in the next couple weeks.
The Chavas can't afford socks.
He's decided to go
Arts, you can't afford boxers.
He says everything
Jeremy
is
can't
fine,
afford a third plane.
Meanwhile, last time we checked in on him, he supposedly had a seizure during court. And
yeah, I heard about
his
this.
Parents had to take him to the hospital and explain to the judge he was having a seizure, but there's no explanation of that. It's just everything is fine and he's in transit. So now we're following the antics of Styx on the run. He's talking about Pizza Hut. He says since Pizza Hut is trending, so he's drunk, right? He's drunk out of his mind, tweeting about Pizza Hut on the run from the fucking law. Okay, Tarl. Okay,
he's nostalgic
buddy.
right now. He's going through like his 90s growing up and stuff.
So are we just not going to talk about the seizure there, bud? Is it a part of the chronic disease you have? Aren't you supposed to be dead? Remember, he was telling everybody he had a terminal illness, blah, 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 blah.
He was supposed to be dead already.
Now he's got to Shaftesbury, the unintentionally funny town name.
Obviously,
you're burying your Shaftesbury. Now, there was a theory, because he's in Shaftesbury, that's where the big rehab facility is closest to him. So there was some theory, some hope that Styx had checked himself into rehab to try and get clean before his piss test in 2 weeks. Sadly,
imagine going to porn addiction rehab in
hilariously
Shaftesbury.
For us, that was not the case.
Well,
Styx actually with a new girlfriend.
That might be the kind of rehab that
when
he
he
needs.
heads to jail, he'll be
the
in
rehab for everything
Shaftesbury,
else.
all right. Fucking Jamal Shaft in his fucking ass will be buried in his asshole.
Buried in his bum, buddy. That's Shaft. So we got Charles on the lam. We got Grand Theft Auto Rutland. That's pretty good. AI.
Funny.
Sharp one there from
play that.
God
I'd play that game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So now Styx says, thought I was insane. Well, I am. Okay, it's a retard alert. But I thought I was hearing bus noises and misinterpreting them as music. I was wrong. It was music.
What?
Schizo retard alert.
Hello, Quack Attack. A question, how is this retro? You're restreaming the Kino Casino. Last I checked, that's not retro. That's React content. And doesn't belong in this category, sorry. True. For the majority of this 24-hour stream, I was playing a retro game. in my haste for the final hour, in which I regaled with my chatters about being around for 4 years, we talked, and then I had some time to kill. So yeah, I put on a video. I forgot to change the category. My apologies. The stream will be ending in 5 minutes anyway.
Is the latest BPD semen demon fucking
Thank you for your concern.
girl that Tarl is shacking up with. So
okay, this
here
is
we
gonna
go.
end well. I know Sam's in chat because I saw her donate some kicks.
Yeah.
So Sam's enjoying this. Dedicated subscriber for a rage quit. In all ways possible, Styx is becoming a dirty bum pirate.
Oh yeah, he's already there.
He's there, dude.
He's there, and he's been there for some time.
And we have the real Sneed one for a rage quit saying he's a fugitive from justice. That's right. We got Tool Jam 33 for a rage quit. Have you seen AVGN era YouTuber Silent Rob's collapse?
Well, wasn't he always a fucking disaster? I remember Silent Rob, but this guy says he ended up on Fent, lost his wife and home, and so much more. It's Kino, not many covering. Well, there's a reason. Like, fucking Silent Rob wasn't even a big deal back then. I can only imagine in 2026 the fucking silent state of
Congrats on making it for.
Oh my god!
Congrats on making it for 24 hours with no nap in between. By the way, that was the goal. Was to do it the whole way without a nap in between. And safe to say, while it did get tough, particularly around the 6 a.m. to was it 6 a.m. to 7? But that it's a 5 to 7 a.m. sweet spot. That's what it is. The 5 to 7 a.m. sweet spot is when it gets. That's when it got really tough. I had to call mandatory break just to get something to eat, but it ended up working out. I caught that second win, and we made it to the end of the finish line. I will say, since we got less than 5 minutes left, I am properly bushwhacked. All right. We were able to kill that last remaining bit of time. I had all I had wanted to say. I got through all my little spiels. I guess I thought I would have more to gab about those last 2 hours, but no, I kind of ran through everything. Is it New Year's yet? Not yet. Don't worry, I'll save the overlay for when New Year's does arrive. But, ladies and gentlemen, you know where to go if you want to continue that. I just wanted to take a peek at what they were talking about. Yeah, I'll get back to Bomberman. Not this week. We're gonna push it to next week. There's a lot going on for the rest of the week. We'll see where I'm at in the morning. If where I'm at in the morning after a fat nap, the fattest nap you've ever seen, if where I'm at in the morning is where I am able and capable of streaming, we'll go ahead and toss up Fire Emblem. Otherwise, if that doesn't happen, I'll still try to do the vacation videos for Tuesday night. And Wednesday night, proper casino full restream. Probably the only one for the week. And maybe Fire Emblem Wednesday morning. And then the whole rest of the week, Mario Tennis. We're gonna go all in on the Mario Tennis chill. I think it says Bomberman related trauma. Fire Emblem bright and early in the morning. If my existence allots for it. If my existence allows for it. Go ahead, another big bag according to the poems. God damn, it is past 9, isn't it? This is how distracted you get. What's he doing tonight? Not that I'm terribly interested, but since we're on the subject. Yeah, a little emblem and chill. What better way to wake your brain and get your brain juices flowing than a little bit of Fire Emblem in the morning with a cup of joe and a tall glass of regrets next to it about playing Bomberman for 24 hours. It wasn't literally 24 hours, but it may as well have been. I mean, technically the stream's already 24 hours, 41 minutes in. Just for the purposes of all the breaks, starting soon segment, any other time I pause the clock. We are 2 minutes until 24 hours officially. Thank you so much everybody for to stopping by, for to playing my game. We're gonna raid Shroom Ducom in response to, of course, him reminding us all that he was inspired to put his best foot forward because I reached out with the olive branch and put him in the Shoutout Redeem. And I was only able to do that because I was inspired by Tevin and Will to put my best foot forward and put myself out there. Thus leading us into a domino effect of 4 years of Dinkus playing games, old and new, mostly Nintendo, sometimes on the PlayStation 5, never on Xbox. Occasionally, one of the two games the MSI can run without exploding. And sometimes there's like two Canadians on the side and they're babbling about locales and news and drama. And that'll be things as they continue from now into the hereafter. I'd like to thank everybody once again with 40 seconds left on the clock. Thank you so much for stopping by, whether it was for the whole time or at least for a little bit. Thank you, you worthless humans, for the views. I know I would never say that, unless it was a stream that hit the threshold for counting for the push. No, I would say that regardless. Today's morning stream Crash Out was fire. It was great. I just finished watching it. All right, 5 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's fucking go, bud. Wow! Oh, look, we did it! Wow! We did it! We're winning! We're winning! The winning is endless! That kind of lined up well. Now you got the Mario beat dropping? That was a complete coincidence. That wasn't planned. Like, bam, Mario music out of nowhere. Holy shit, you'd think it would have been planned. We did it. Now we don't have to worry about this ever again until next year when I'll force myself to do it yet again. Ah, well. So is that it? Is that it? Do I have to pull a guy, the guy, and like bid everyone farewell for a 10th time? I did like the on-stream farewell. Now I have to hit stop recording and do the off-stream farewell, like non-recorded, unrecorded farewell. Overtime begins now. We were already on overtime. If you really want to know the truth about it. Yeah, Twitch didn't get rid of moments. This will be a good moment. You weren't positive enough about them. I had the moments badge momentarily for something in Chalupa's stream. If you had moments in the past, do you still have that badge? Or did they completely get rid of it? Good attendance, great support, lots of engagement. Exactly, the big tree. We hit the big tree, the 3 pillars. The 10-year plan is successful, guys. You keep any badges you get? Oh, then I should still have mine. Let's see. The settings always look different when I open them from the chat here. Oh, over here. Wait, no, I don't see it. My Moments badge! Maybe it only works in Chalupa's stream? I guess I'll check the next time he's live. He's been playing a lot of Kingdom Hearts recently. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. It's over. Guys, they took my fucking badge. They took my badge. What the hell am I gonna put on my forehead now? The partner check mark, of course. No, I wouldn't do that. Alright. I'm done. I'm done. Thank you guys for another year. Let's keep it real and keep it swollen for the remainder of 2026 and 2027 to come. Wow. God, help us all. I remember 2020 like it was just yesterday. Pablo, if you would be so kind.
It's nice to rest your eyes and maybe go outside.
I don't see him in the viewer list anymore. What was up with that duck man? What the fuck? Do people do that? Did it really bother him that much? This is what I'll never understand external sector individuals. Like, can you take a chill pill, brother? Thank you. Have you ever seen someone get reprimanded for being in the quote unquote wrong category for an inordinate amount of time? It was a 24-hour stream, of which the majority of which was a retro video game. Yeah, perhaps you should police your own stream, brother. It was just very odd. I know you guys are only taking my side because I'm the one on the microphone, but it's nice to know someone agrees. No, I won't think too hard about it. I just think that was like, okay, I watch the people here in our little clique, of course, and I watch some people outside of it. I don't really see people police and behave like that. Only left after you levied that criticism at you because he was looking for games. He came at the end of the stream. Like I said, retro games were played. There was nothing against the rules here. A retro game was played. I was in the retro tag because despite just releasing, Super Bomberman Collection doesn't have a Twitch category associated with it. My rating, Shroom, because I can't remember the last time I rated Shroom, and he just booted up, and he's restreaming RTU, so we're gonna go to Shroom's house. At the same time, he kept more non-sectors from turning up, so you're fine. Probably got off on some weird misplaced sense of superiority by checking you. I just don't really get it. Like I'm telling, like I go to other people's streams outside the sector, and they don't really get people that act like that. Really a real brow-raising moments. The last time I rated Shroom was early 2025. Really? Because I checked he was in my Twitch recap as one of my top-rated people of the year. Alright, well, let's change that. We gotta get out of this category, too, before someone else cries about it. Wah! Talk about Monka Essing, though. I mean, what, a guy's not allowed to have a Gab segment? Because there are other VTubers that do retro segments, in the retro category, and they'll have gabbing segments that last for, upwards to an hour, and I'll never see someone pop in and say, I know you're yapping for an hour, but you're in the retro. You realize you're in the retro category. Is that right? That doesn't seem right to me. That's why I generally stay in the games plus demos category, otherwise you get the category stalkers. Yeah. I've never seen anyone pop into like games and demos or I think Shroom does chill. And Tevin does glow. But I think those are more like ironic categories. It's kind of funny he knew who Kino Casino was. That was another thing where it's like okay, you know the terms restream and you know the terms Kino Casino. So why aren't you cool? Alright, Shroom is the only person who streams and chill? Is that true? That can't be. It's chill. There has to be someone else in there. Alright. Shroom has just started streaming. He is restreaming RTU. RTU is crashing out. R2 allegedly downloaded illicit materials from the Epstein files according to Tard and Lard. And we gotta check Shroom and validate if this is true. Because if it's true, R2 may have illicit materials on his hard drives. Ah! They gotta be careful when they say that. When they say stuff like that. Oh, they don't care. No, Goki, I'm gonna stop streaming. We're going to Shroom's house. But, bye-bye. Adios and Mimi time. We'll see when we see you. And if we didn't see you, then we didn't see you. But if we did see you, then we saw you. And if we didn't see you, hopefully we'll see you next... What? What the fuck? No, the stream's over. You can't give me money now. Thank you, Antoine.
Isn't this
5
our lucky
gifted
day?
subs. Wow! Right as the raid started.
Leave it to me.
Appreciate it, Antoine. We see 5 gifted going to Blue William. He's here all the time. Rent check, SCP, Goki, Viva La Voodoo. 4 of those 5 people are here all the time. We always love when the gift subs actually go to people who show up versus people who don't show up. Not that not to imply that I am ungrateful for any gifted sub, but I've always been critical of the gift sub RNG working in mysterious and bizarre ways where it sometimes goes to people who only show up to the chat for a minute and then never come back versus literal regulars who are here all the time. It should prioritize people who are there all the time, right? Anyway, thank you so much for 4 years of streaming, everybody. Here's to another one. Here's Don't Let the Bedbugs Fight. Adios, bye-bye, view time. We'll see if we see it. If we didn't see it, then we didn't see it. But if we didn't see it, then we saw it. And if we didn't see it, hopefully we'll see it next time. If I can see myself in the mirror each and every single day, hopefully I can inspire viewers like you too to see themselves in their mirrors each and every single day. Bye.